Hey y'all, this is Travell Richardson, and this is the Be Ready anthem, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Stay ready, be ready, 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 stay ready. Every show, new face, new dream. Young man out here building a team from the track to the court to the turf and the ring. They all grown different, but they got the same theme. Putting in work when the lights not on. Late night, early morning, still going strong. They don't do it for the lights, they do it for the fight. Future looking bright, cause they training for their life. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. Spotlight on them, time to show love. Brother smart and dream, all star from above. The hustle in their heart, purpose in their feet, and they voice on this mic that echoes in the streets. Every episode, no cap, no fake. Just young bugs grinding, rising to the stage. Different faces, same goals. Rise above the pressure, yeah, holding goals. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. So put your hands together for my boys, Coach Tony and Carlos, for the Be Ready podcast coming on right now. Let's get it, let's go, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Welcome y'all to a special episode today. Today is our 1 year anniversary show, and we gonna celebrate it with all y'all today. So today's episode, we gonna start it off a little different. We're gonna start it off with one of these. Yep. 1 year, Carlos. We've seen many podcasters die in their first year, but we made it. We made it, man. That this is a huge accomplishment. We are blessed to be here. So I'm not going to do a lot of yapping, Carlos, because we did this together. It started off as just a dream and a convo, and now look at us.
Oh yeah.
100. We on episode 122, 1 year anniversary. 1 year later, and we still here. So, Carlos, tell everybody, man, what are your thoughts on that, man? How do you feel about 1 year of all the treacherous things we had to go through to get here?
Crazy, right? From episode 1, obviously, if you guys see, episode 1 guest right here, Bruce Hope, hosts the Format podcast. Obviously, you guys saw that from episode 1. And obviously, from now all the way to episode 122, we made some friends along the way. We got J-Rock, Cash, and then we got Mateo from the Hurricane Basketball Academy. We made a lot of friends along the way, a lot of relationships, and hey, 1 year, 1 year down, more to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we get started, we're gonna run through the panel. Everybody, say what's up. Sorry, Mateo, you got the comments draping your face. Let me see if I can try to fix that. Nope, made it worse. Sorry, Mateo. Everybody's comments are draping your face. But we're gonna go through the panel. We want you guys to say, everybody say what's up. Give it a little icebreaker. Y'all know the drill. Tell a little bit about you. So we're gonna start with the guest of the hour, our very first guest ever, Mr. Bruce of the Format Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to be here. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to the young fellas getting it done. Shout out to my guy Carlos. Shout out to Coach T, aka Laker Nation, always to me. But really appreciate y'all, man. I'm really proud of what you guys have put together here, and I'm proud of your continued efforts and not giving up. You know, sometimes when the shows don't grow as fast as you might want, or you know, you're not seeing the end goal that you're looking for. A lot of small podcasts give up, but y'all are still here and y'all are doing it. Y'all are continuing to grow. Y'all are highlighting these young athletes that are out here doing your thing, and I love it, man. So congrats to all y'all.
And we want to give a shout out to Mr. Chief in the chat, who's been here since day one.
Yes.
From a year ago. It's just coming full circle. A year ago, he was the first comment that we've ever got on here.
Nice.
First donation to the show was
Yeah.
Chief.
Oh, yeah.
And look at here, a year later, he's back in here supporting us. Thank you, Chief. So next one, I'm gonna let Carlos bring him in. This is Mr. Preston Lee, aka Cash. And later on the show, we have some highlights from his episode here on the Be Ready Sports podcast from his interview. Ooh, Cash. And he's also, don't get embarrassed, bro. And he's also go working hand in hand with Carlos on the Lambo and Cash show. Y'all need to, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe to that channel today. And guess what? It's free.
Yeah, my fellow co-host Cash here. So Cash, give a little icebreaker by yourself.
Hold on. Nah, Carlos, bump that junk. You ain't about to bring your co-host, main man Cash, on the show that dry. Come on, bro. Man,
Yeah,
turn
Cash.
around in your chair, do a 360, and then bring him on the right way.
Okay, so let's introduce my co-host, my very good co-host from the Lambo and Cash show, one half of the Lambo and Cash show. So Cash, give a little icebreaker by yourself to the 1 year anniversary audience here today.
My name is Preston Lee Cash Cushman. There's not really much to say. I'm a combat sports athlete. I'm glad to be here. I don't really have much to say. I'm 12 years old. Not much to that.
Short and sweet.
Come on, man. You are a host on a podcast. You're supposed to always have something to say.
Hey, Cash, are you a boxer or a mixed martial artist? What do you do?
I have like 6 different sports.
Okay. You said combat sports. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, there's like 6 of them.
What do you do?
Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, and I do some MMA on the side.
Very nice, very nice. I trained in Hapkido, and my son trains in Wing Chun right now, Wing Chun Kung Fu. Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, we got some butt kickers on the show right now. Look at you.
Little bit.
All right, and next up, we had to bring the football flavor up in here, and this next guest was going to have a special announcement that we're going to announce not right now, but in a few moments. But J Rock, break the ice and remind everybody who you are in your Jay-Z voice.
All right, so my name is David. I'm 12. I play football, and I'm really good at football, and football is my biggest passion.
All right. We're waiting to hear your name on draft night. So I gotta ask: you get drafted, which team you want to go to?
Probably the Buccaneers, because I want to stay native to where I came from and give out to the community.
All right, so you want to stay in Tampa?
Hey, Coach T, man. Let me just say this: you're around some good young cats, because how often do you hear guys this young say, "I want to stay and give to the community"? Like that's a beautiful answer. You could tell that was authentic. I love that. I love what I'm hearing. It's beautiful. So, J-Rock, man, before you make it to the NFL, you got to go play college ball first. Notre Dame, you say?
All right, here we go.
Nah, bro. Gators all the way. Gators all the way.
Okay. Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Oh, you about to get ran up out of here. There's no Gator fans up here. They got everybody looking at you. You got Florida State. You got a Hurricane. You got a Fighting Irish. You got a
A
Trojan.
Yeah,
You got a Seminole,
that's right.
and then you just got a butt kicker.
Right.
He just wakes up and kicks butt.
There you go.
All right, say the best for last. Say the best for last. Elite level point guard down here. He's new to the Instagram scene. He doesn't post a lot of what he does on Instagram. He just does it behind the scenes. Hard worker, 6 days a week. Coached him a little bit in rec ball. He was all over the place. Gave him some advice after the season ended, and I told him about my academy. He took about 3 months and came back a totally different dude. This dude came back putting in work and getting bucket. He wasn't the same person I coached in rec ball. He made a great leap in 3 months and fearless as heck. So save the best for last, representing my academy. Mateo, break the ice, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Mateo Castillo. I am 11 years old, and I play for the Hurricane Basketball Academy. And when I grow up, I want to be an NBA player.
So, we got to ask you, what's going to be your first in-game dunk?
When or?
What is going to be your first in-game dunk? Every hooper dreams about when they get their first in-game dunk or what it's going to look like.
Oh, I'm going to do a windmill.
Okay.
At your size doing a windmill, man, it's going to go viral 3 times. All right, so sorry, Bruce, we stole this idea from you. Well, actually, we're borrowing it. Carlos,
Yeah.
go click the video for our spiel.
All right, here it is. Thank you guys for watching the video. We have officially reached the end, so please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon on YouTube so that you get notified of when we go live. Also, follow our Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast. That is where we post sports news, podcast clips, anything related within the podcast will be on the Instagram. So please make sure to follow the Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast. And also on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you get notified of when we go live. Silent Fear Down Online. This is Theron West II. His clothing line, football athlete from California. So support him, support his clothing line at silentfear.online. Donate to Zelle, not Cash App, at 954-664-8962. That is where you can donate to the show. All proceeds of the show will go towards the show to make it better and to upgrade it. So donate to Zelle at 954-664-8962. Pick a Portal. Sean from Pick a Portal was a part of this podcast, introduced his business, and spoke about his updates about his business. So basically, if you're a coach that needs a player for the weekend, you're down some players for the weekend, don't worry. The coach can just go into the pick up portal, pick up the players that he needs for the weekend, and just replace it with the players that are going to be absent for the tournament. So that's for the coaches. But for the players, you can put yourself in the portal if you want to play that weekend and get connected with a coach. The active sports right now going on are baseball, softball, and basketball. So if you're a part of those sports, pickaportal.com. Subscribe to Kaysen Velez, the first soccer player we've interviewed in episode 4. So subscribe to Kaysen Velez, soccer player at CV7 Rocket on YouTube. It's William Miller. Coach Tony interviewed him back in episode 90. So this is his website. It's williammiller.com. Combat athlete, motivational speaker, episode 90 guest. So it's williammiller.com. Subscribe to Remy Payne, the first athlete actor on this show. So this is his YouTube channel at Remy Game Football 5250. That is his YouTube channel. Subscribe to Rockwell Journey. Rockwell Baseball Player. This is his YouTube channel at Rockwell's Journey on YouTube. Last but not least, Hudson Santiago, BJJ fighter. This is her brand, Gaidama. You can check her out at gaidama.com. All right, back to you guys.
It's always funny when when we get to the end and Carlos says back to you guys and he's coming back to himself. All right, for this episode only, we're gonna take the comments off so we don't want to cover up your face, Mateo. And I need to apologize for Kason. He's being weird on the Instagram live right now. But in the long story short, he's saying what's up to you, Mateo. All right, so we're gonna pivot a little bit, Carlos. We're gonna have a major announcement that we're gonna announce while we still have Bruce here, and then we're gonna jump into the LeBron topic before Bruce has to head off and do his show. I was hoping Transformer would have came on here because he's a certified LeBron supporter. And I would love to hear. I wanted to hear his take on this, but for some reason, Carlos, we could not get the LeBron supporters on here to defend this. I don't know. I don't know.
It's on them. It's on them.
But we're gonna give the floor to. Well, let me find it first. We're gonna give the floor to our guy J Rock. You're going to make your announcement, and then we're going to put it on the screen when you're ready.
All right. My announcement for my new team.
No. Hold on. Pause. Stop. You watch the announcements on TV. You can't just come on and say, "Oh, my new team is blah." Man, you gotta put some suspense on it, bro.
I don't know.
I gotta train you. I gotta train them up, Bruce. I gotta train them up.
Yeah. Gotta get ready for how to do that.
All right, come on, J Rock. Come on.
What did I say?
Come on, bro. Just say it, man. Give your say how great it was with your current squad and all that. Give respect to your coaches and all that, and then make your announcement.
Yeah, I would love to give credit for my coaches for my old team that I've been staying with for years, and how much they've developed me as a player, and I couldn't be more grateful for them. The patience for the coaches, not being too rough on the players, and making sure they understand every topic or every drill that they teach and how to apply it in their game, and not just teaching how to succeed in football, but also the principles to succeed in life. So I want to give credit to my coaches and the bonds and friendships and the leadership roles that I learned with my teammates. It's been nice moments with that team, my old team.
Just let me know when you're ready. I'll bring it on the screen.
But my new team.
Yeah, when you're ready. You ready to drop the news? Or who you going to?
Yep. My new team. I'm going to the Wesley Chapel Coyotes.
There it is, y'all. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Very nice. Very nice.
Speech. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to give a speech. So J Rock, man, how does it feel, man, to make your announcement on the Be Ready Sports podcast? And what are you looking forward to with your new the next phase of your journey with the West Chapel Coyotes?
It feels nice to announce this decision on the Be Ready Sports podcast, and I'm excited for this season going forward. I'm a 100% fall before high school, try to win the national championship, and do whatever I can to help me, myself, my teammates, and my coaches to succeed in the games and do whatever is needed to.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Official Celebrity Sports Incorporated said to put some hype in it. J Rock.
J Rock said he's going to show the hype when he starts running in touchdowns. Let that man relax right now.
It's let him have. You heard Bruce. Let him have his moment.
There
Look,
you go. The hype is coming.
Congratulations. For time consumers, I'm not gonna. I wanted to get everybody, show their support and give you some advice on your next phase of your journey. But for time constraints, because I only want to have Bruce for so short amount of time, I'm gonna let you, Bruce. I'll give him some word of encouragement to my man J Rock on his journey, and then we get into your favorite topic.
My favorite topic. Yeah, I don't have much to say, man. Just keep working hard, keep grinding. Don't lose focus, man. You have goals, and don't let anyone tell you can't reach them. And don't forget that just as important as it is on the field is as important what you do off the field. And classroom, community that you mentioned earlier, all those things, man. So keep grinding. Congrats to you on your new team, and I wish you the most success.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the advice.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have said it even better. So you ready, Carlos?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go have some fun here. But what I'm going to do is I found 5 of the most outlandish comments that were made by LeBron James supporters. And I'm going to put them on the screen.
Mhm.
And I'm going to get everyone's comment about it. So, y'all ready for the first one?
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, here's the first one. If LeBron wins the title this year, this ends the GOAT debate. All right, who wants to take this one first?
LeBron wins the title this year. This ends the GOAT debate. And so I mentioned this on Bruce's show that if a big what if they get through Houston, get through OKC, get through the Spurs maybe, and then most likely get through the Celtics. That is a very tough road to go to. You got to play the reigning champs, and then you got to play the rising Spurs. And then
Defending champs next round, not down the road, right off the rip.
Yeah, like next round. Yeah, like next round. Like right away. Then after that, you got the rising Spurs, that young squad with Stephon Castle, Wemby. Then after in the finals, you might have to play a team like maybe Boston, who has some championship experience. So
with Detroit going down.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Boston's coming out the East.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We didn't see. Nobody saw that coming.
No,
sorry, Carlos. My bad. Carlos. I'm gonna let you cook. Cook.
Yeah, so they may play the Celtics in the finals because of their championship experience. So if they get through Boston, obviously, I feel like the debates will still go on. It will never end. Like it's never going to end. Obviously, LeBron fans are going to have this to say. Jordan fans are going to have this to say. I feel like it's not going to end. I feel like it's never going to end. Whatever happens down the road, including this playoffs.
Well, according to LeBron fans, if he wins the title this year, the GOAT debate is over.
But then Jordan fans are going to say something about it, so it's still going to be a debate. It's still going to be a debate.
All right, good take, Carlos. Let's pivot to let's get a perspective of a young basketball player. So, Mateo, what are your thoughts on this comment by a LeBron fan?
So if LeBron wins the title this year, I think the debate, I think it would keep going because LeBron might be the GOAT if he wins the title, but I think the debate's gonna keep on going because, like Carlos said, the Jordan fans are gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, J Rock, we know where I know where your lesions are, so I know you foaming at the mouth to talk about this one. Pause. I just realized what I said. Pause. So J Rock, what are your thoughts on this comment by?
So, if LeBron wins the title this year as a 30, 31 or 32-year-old grandpa, that solidifies the debate, bro. GOAT stands for greatest player of all time, not best player of all time. Greatness, what defines greatness is longevity, and LeBron has proved that time and time again. When Jordan was at his age, he was missing layups, dunks, and couldn't get
Oh,
his cardio in
bro.
on the court. If LeBron makes this, it solidifies the debate. He has been shown consistency on the court and greatness on the court over time. When Jordan stopped in his late 30s, so it might not solidify the debate, but the truth is it will solidify the what do you call it, the truth.
Hey man, I was trying to save your life, but
Okay.
you fixed your mouth to say what you said. Cash. Before Bruce puts J Rock on the grill, um, I'm I'm gonna let you have the floor before Bruce puts this topic to bed, so this comment to bed. Um, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know hardly anything about basketball, and I'm definitely biased, but this does not end the GOAT debate. No matter what, Michael Jordan will always be the GOAT.
Hey.
There you go, Cash.
There shouldn't have been a GOAT debate in the first place.
Oh,
There you go, Cash. Somebody taught you well, young fella.
Okay.
all right. Last but not least, Bruce.
I like Cash. I like Cash.
Don't put J Rock on the grill yet. Let's wait till the fourth comment before we do that.
Well, J Rock actually made a couple of really good points, right? One of the good points he made was that LeBron's longevity is incredible. Like, we really haven't seen anyone play this well for this long. So there's no question about that. So that longevity is legitimate. And while I personally don't believe there's an argument for him as the GOAT whatsoever, for those who want to make that argument, it's very viable to put that in there, right? All-time leading scorer, top 5 all-time in assists, most playoff wins, most this, most that, right? He has done a lot of things. But J-Rock, what you're forgetting is, my bad, you play to win the game. That's what you play for, right? And when you look at it, LeBron has failed on the biggest stage more than any other former MVP. Like, we can't just keep bypassing that, right? As well, he's had more help on his teams than any other great player of all time. We can't ignore that either. So here's the other thing. If LeBron wins the title this year and ends the GOAT debate, he still comes up short. He still has the same amount as Tim Duncan. He still has the same amount as Kobe. He still has less than Mike. He still has less than the great Mr. Russell. So it's not that clear cut. And then also we have to take into account the rules are different now. It's easier to do certain things now. And we have to take into account that this guy was ducking competition for his whole career, always trying to team up. Carmelo Anthony said it himself. LeBron was trying to team up since they were rookies. That's it.
Well, he was. I'm gonna say he was ducking smoke this year.
There you go. Oh, and that's the other thing. Even if LeBron and the Lakers win a championship this year, it'll be a tremendous accomplishment. But at the end of the day, he'll still be the number 3 player on this team. So it's not like we know the media is going to try to give him all the credit, but he won't even be the top guy. So, like, how do we even count that in terms of a quote unquote GOAT debate? You see what I'm saying?
I wish you could stay to the last one, Bruce, because that one is really gonna make you. You're gonna have fun with that last one. 'Cause I saved the best for last. But I will say, will this end the GOAT debate? No. It never was a debate, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Is he top 5, top 10? Is arguable, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The longevity, the stats, but I would say LeBron James is today's modern day Wilt Chamberlain. Great stats.
Yeah.
But when it matters to cut to when the wins matter, you fold. Ask Mr. Russell.
That's right.
He loved playing Wilt.
He did. He did.
Helped him get 11 wins. And two, this is the reason why I put Bill Russell over LeBron James. You have the most dominant team, talented team in the league. You're supposed to take the league over. And that's what Bill Russell did. LeBron didn't.
Touche.
When you have the most dominant, most talented team in the league, you're supposed to be dominating the whole. And can't fault Bill Russell for doing that.
No.
He had the most talented team in the league, and he dominated. All right, this next one. I know y'all probably seen this on social media, but it says LeBron will surpass the Bulls' whole franchise in playoff wins, and that makes him the GOAT.
All right, I got a question here, Coach T, on this comment. I'll keep it brief, I promise. So, if LeBron will pass the Bulls franchise in playoff wins, that makes him the GOAT. Again, tremendous accomplishment for one player to be able to do that. Tremendous accomplishment. However, doesn't it inadvertently speak to Michael Jordan's greatness that the Bulls historically are not a great franchise other than his time with them and then the short amount of time when Derrick Rose was at his peak before his knee blew out? That tells you how great Michael Jordan was to lift an average to below average franchise historically to the levels that they did. You may not know this, J-Rock. From 1992 to 1998, the Bulls never lost more than three games in a row that Michael Jordan played in. Think about how absurd that is. 2 3-peats mixed in there. There you go.
All right, this comment ran cash away. No, I'm kidding. I think the Bulls, before Michael Jordan got there, the Bulls franchise had 0 playoff wins. But let's start with you, Cash, on this one.
Like I said, never was a GOAT debate. LeBron will not be the GOAT.
Okay.
That's your thought on. That's your thoughts on the comment.
Again, I'm biased because I root for whatever team's out of Chicago.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as it's not the White Sox.
The White Sox, they're
Cubs,
right.
Bears,
He's a Cubby. Okay.
Bulls.
Cubs. Yeah.
That's
All right, sorry, my bad, Cash.
I'm done. You good?
All right, Teo.
So if LeBron surpasses the Bulls franchise in playoff wins, I don't think it would make him the GOAT because Michael Jordan, LeBron was in the league way longer than Jordan, and they didn't lose much games with Michael Jordan. So I don't think that will make him the GOAT.
All right.
Well said. I mean, yeah, well said.
Right.
Carlos or J Rock, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, J-Rock, let's do this. Go.
All right. So LeBron, when he surpasses the Bulls franchise in playoffs wins, that significance for a player alone is beyond rare. And to think about it is crazy. And that also highlights the impact LeBron has in the playoffs. He didn't just do it on one team. He didn't just do it on 2 teams. He did it on 3 different teams, which shows how great he is and how the adversity that he faced, the controversial moves from team to team, ultimately made him better as a player and improved his greatness. He came back to the Cavs and won a ring, and now after they were burning his jersey on live television, and I'm pretty sure Michael would never have done that. That's greatness right there. That's greatness.
Well, they didn't burn his jersey because he never left.
I'm at the Heat.
Oh yeah, like in 2010 when he made the decision on live TV, Tony.
Yeah.
No, but he said they would never have burn Michael Jordan's jersey. But I'm like, he didn't leave Chicago. he retired a Bull and then came back a Wizard. That's totally different. All right, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Before I'm gonna save Bruce for last on this one, but go ahead.
Yeah, so LeBron surpassing great accomplishment. I like what Bruce said. Great accomplishment, but the debate's still gonna go on still because obviously the Jordan fans are still gonna have something to say about it. LeBron fans are gonna say successes, and when those two clash, and it's still a debate. So it's still gonna be a debate regardless.
But the question is, but according to the comment, that makes him the GOAT. He needs one win to pass, one win, and that win will eliminate the Houston Rockets.
Crazy,
They said
right?
that would make him the GOAT.
But the GOAT debate's still gonna go on. It's still gonna go on. Like I feel like it's never gonna end because because the two sides are passionate about Jordan, LeBron. Like both sides are so passionate that the debate's still gonna go on for years and years. So still gonna be a debate, Tony.
All right. Do you want to talk about this one, Bruce, or do you want to go to the next one?
We can go to the next one. I already spoke. Thank you.
Oh, look who's in the. Thank you, Transformer. Thank you, Transformer. I really want to hear your thoughts on these comments, brother. J-Rock needs some support, but I commend J-Rock for coming on. I couldn't.
I got
get
a quick
any-
question, Coach T. Sorry.
Yeah.
This comment here, LeBron surpassing the Bulls. Is it about LeBron surpassing the Bulls franchise or just surpassing being an individual player, surpassing another franchise in its entirety? Or is it specifically about the Bulls?
No, it's specifically about the Bulls.
Okay.
Because he has 187 playoff wins. The Bulls total as a franchise has 187 playoff wins.
Yeah.
So the next win obviously eliminates the Rockets.
Right. Okay.
So that's also historic because a 41-year-old has never done that.
Right.
Greatness.
All right, this one, I said this third one is going to get you guys. It's going to. I feel like everybody going to have a lot of comments on this one. But this is more of a question, and it kind of got me thinking, like, yeah, that's something to talk about. Like, what is harder? Which feat will be harder to pass up? 52, well, that's 52,000 total points, playoffs and regular season, or 2 three-peats. Who wants to go first?
Can you repeat that question, Coach T?
Which will be harder to pass up? 52,000 points, which that is regular season and playoffs combined, or 2 three-peats. Transformers said 52,000 because these cats don't want to hoop anymore.
It's a hard question.
He said 52,000 is going to be harder to pass.
Transformers right on. But man, yeah, 52,000 points is a lot of points over a lot of years.
Both of these, but don't get it twisted, both of these accomplishments are very difficult to do.
Yeah.
That's why only
So
3 teams have won 3 or more championships back to back, and that's the Celtics, Bulls, and Lakers.
right. No, great point.
But only one person has done 52,000 points.
I think it's going to be harder to pass 52,000 points. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to go with 2 three-peats, Coach T. And the reason why is because it's not just one individually great player, which obviously helps a whole lot, but you have to have an extremely competent front office that can put together teams and coaching staffs that can continue to win at a high level. So I think that is the difference. It's not just up to one person. It's so many factors. So yeah, I'll go with the 2 three-peats.
All right. Carlos, I'm going to let you go next. What's going to be harder to pass up? 52,000 points or 2 three-peats?
It's gonna be harder to pass the 2 three-peats because with a 3-piece, like that's a championship. It's a championship. Like it's a team accomplishment, and like as a player, like you dream about winning championships. So, but winning 3-peats twice, like that's something like people like beyond their dreams winning 2 3-peats. So that's something like very hard to pass up in my opinion. So probably 2 3-peats.
Luke Drenches 84 in Instagram. I guess he missed your reveal. J Rock. So you want to tell him where you're committing to again? I'm
Should have been there. Come on. You should have been there. He put it out there. 5 p.m. EST.
All right. So I'm committed to the Wesley Chapel Coyotes, Luke.
There you go, Luke. And well, since you're talking, go ahead and answer the question, J Rock. What is going to be harder to pass up, 52,000 points or 2 3-peats?
I think the three-peats because like how rare it is and like how like precise that you have to be as a team in like in order for that to happen. Like the Lakers and the Bulls, they did it with deep roster depth and power with their coaches. As a like whole organization, you need to be great. And 52,000 points, while you have to, of course, like you have to be on top of the points game for multiple decades. But 2 3 points, 2 3-peats is like more in depth, and there's more like it's way more hard to do because it actually impacts everybody around you, not just yourself, not individual achievements. It's a whole round achievement.
Fact. And Cushman, wait, and Cushman B, thank you for following us on Instagram. Make sure you also subscribe to our channel on YouTube so you know every time we go live. But thank you for following us. He did state on here that dynasties are hard to come by. All right. Cash. In your opinion, which is going to be harder to pass up, 52,000 points or 2 3-peats?
What the heck is a 3-peat?
So basically, Cash is winning 3 championships in a row. So, okay, so Cash, so imagine winning 3 championships in a row twice, like doing it twice. So
Definitely that then.
okay,
Like 52,000 points is one player being on point. Winning championships 3 times in a row twice is like you can't just have like 1 or 2 good players. You need your entire team to be competent.
Doesn't he sound like a podcast host, Bruce? I think you're muted.
My bad. No, I said he does. I like it.
He said competent. They got to be competent.
Competent.
He didn't say they had to be good. He said they got to be competent.
Right.
My man, Cash. All right. Last but not least, Mateo. I saved you the last because you're. Well, I can't say you're the only hooper on the panel. Carlos is too. But what is the harder? What do you think, in your opinion, is going to be harder for someone to pass up 52,000 points or 2 3-peats?
I think it's 2 3-peats because that's like 6 straight championships, and that's like dominating like the entire league for like almost a decade, and with basically like no injuries. I think that's harder.
All right. Well, it is to be said. There's only one person to ever do it.
Yeah.
40,000 career points, and it took him over 20 years to do it. I don't think we're gonna ever see somebody play at a high level for that long. So I'm gonna go with 52,000 points. That's never gonna happen again because no one's gonna keep their body in shape, injury free for that long.
And because
OKC,
LeBron is never going to go away, he wants to put that record out of reach. He's probably going to play like 5 more years.
He gonna play with Bryce.
Right.
He gonna get Bryce in here.
Yeah.
All right. This next one, I think you guys are gonna love this next one.
Oh, Lord. The LeBron fans or the Jordan fans?
No, these are all LeBron fans saying these.
No, I mean, which one's going to love it?
oh, I'm sure LeBron.
No, I think you guys on the panel. It says you see bench players doing MJ highlights in games today. Competition is better. The look on Bruce's face says it all.
Today's competition is better. Mm.
No,
So-
he's saying like like basically what he's saying, Cash. If you go on YouTube, you Google Michael Jordan highlights, and you'll see his best plays from all his career. Right, all his dunks, his game winners, and things of that nature. Now, a role player is somebody that plays maybe 15 minutes a game, doesn't play much, and they're saying they're doing what you've watched in MJ's highlights, his best plays. They're doing it on just a routine play, like they're doing Michael Jordan highlights. So that says the competition is better today.
I don't even know if they actually are. I don't watch NBA like at all.
And yet you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Cash only focuses on UFC, MMA. Like he's the best at that. Like
Bruce,
he's probably better than all of us at that.
This is why I got him on that podcast, because he's straight to the point. No sugarcoating it, no dancing around the topic. He just punches it right dead in the face, like
Right.
Or Jake Paul.
There you go.
No, we're not even. I didn't even bring up Jake Paul, boy. He's going.
Mhm.
All right, who wants to take it next?
Today's competition better? Nah.
Nope.
Nah, because if you see in the '90s, obviously the bad boy Pistons. Like name me a team today that's like the bad boy Pistons. The bad boy Pistons. Not even none, right? You know, you got the Pistons. You got the event like in the early 2000s with the Malice at the Palace with Pistons and the Pacers. That fight went into like that competition was way fiercer and competitive physically. Like it was more physical compared to today's game, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, so obviously back in the 90s, early 2000s, probably better than today's game.
For sure.
Real quick, Carlos, the Instagram live might be on a delay. Cushman B says the Bears winning the Super Bowl 3 years in a row 2 times. LOL.
Really?
I guess that means, but that's going by the 2-3 peats. And then he says that's what happens when greats pave the way. Generations learn from them, which is true.
Yeah.
Which is true. What do you mean, Transformer? Who wants to what?
He's talking about what you said.
Oh, about the Bears. About the Bears.
No, before that.
About the Bears.
No, I'll tell you. Let me say this though, Coach T. I disagree about the competition, and I was actually going to bring this up on my show next, but I'll give you guys a quick sneak peek on it because it's not a full topic. If the competition today is better, why is this season the first time in NBA history we've had 8 teams with 55 or more losses? Mic drop.
All right, mic drop.
And they all in the Eastern Conference.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I'm just being.
No, some are in the West. There's a couple in the
No,
West.
I'm being funny because.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
there's
just being because the Kings.
Dallas and
The Kings were horrible. Dallas fell off.
Right. But yeah, so you can't set records for futility and tell me the competition today is better. You can't.
All right, I'm not trying to rush y'all because I know Bruce got to get his show started, and I really, really, really want I really want to hear him on this last topic, on this last one. But so we'll come back to this after. We'll come back. I get your take on it, J Rock, Mateo's take, and Carl, and I'll give mine on this. But before Bruce got to go, because I know his show starts in a little bit. This last one takes the cake. And I had to put it on here because I had a lot to say. I was going to do a video on this, but I said, nope, we're about to go live today. I can say whatever I want on it.
Right.
But this is LeBron is about to sweep the Rockets at 44 without Luka and Austin Reeves. MJ could never. Go James.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you take it first, Bruce. I know you got to get your show started. So here. Bruce,
Whoa.
come on now, bro.
Whoa.
Responding to the comment, bro.
So, come on, Coach T. Come on, man. Okay.
Bro. I'm talking about the comment. Your response to the comment, bro. Like we got young men on here though.
I know, and that's why, yes. So, all I'll say is this, man. If LeBron was what his fans say he is, they wouldn't have to keep taking shots at everybody else. They take shots at MJ, they take shots at Kobe, they take shots at Steph. If LeBron was what they say he is, that wouldn't be necessary. His work would stand on its own. That's all I got. That's all I got.
All right.
Teo, what are your thoughts on this comment?
I think Michael Jordan can definitely do this, but like, who's dominating the entire league? And I mean, LeBron is gonna sweep the Rockets at 41, but like,
It's not a guarantee.
yeah, I know he might. So yeah, I think MJ can definitely do this.
Okay.
According to this LeBron fan, MJ could never. J-Rock, you're a LeBron supporter, so I really want to hear what you got to say on that.
Oh, no.
There's no way he could have done it at 41 years old. There's no way. Without these impactful players like Luka, MVP candidate, Austin Reeves, a developing player, could be a candidate in 2 years. LeBron, he's breaking the. I'm pretty sure he's breaking the limit for the athleticism of a 41-year-old. There's no way he should be making these windmill behind the back dunks and carrying this Lakers team, not just because how good he is, not just how good his defense is, but his leadership. He's also bringing up others that he's not like he doesn't usually play with on the court, and his son has developed. And I feel like Michael Jordan, if he would have went against at 41 years old, would have went against someone of the likes of Kevin Durant, Sengun, all those players, he would have folded instantly. There's no way he could have ever been in the level of LeBron James at this age. And the one thing that Jordan's fans like still talk in the debate is because Michael Jordan didn't have nearly the amount of longevity that LeBron did. That's what separates LeBron from the rest.
So, got a little pushback on what you said. Pause. I was with you until you mentioned the players that MJ went up against at 40. Number one, he played all 82 games on a bum leg, getting fluid drained out of it at the end of every game from a freak injury that happened a year before when one of his idiotic teammates fell into his knee. You've seen somebody have that similar injury and they were out for 2 months. Two, do you know who Ron Artest is?
Yeah.
One of the best defenders in the league, right? Outweighs Michael Jordan by what, 30, 40 pounds? 40 years old. He was posting them up in the post, scoring on them down low, moving them like he was a 5'9" point guard. No disrespect, Mateo. You know Vince Carter?
Yeah.
Putting that man in the blender. You all know young Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
They went neck and neck. So he went against elite competition at 40. So to say that from that evidence of watching that he couldn't put in work against Amin Thompson, Sengun, and them boys is being very disingenuous, to say the least. Because, yeah, he wasn't doing tomahawk dunks at 40 years old, but he was still putting in work. And just think, yeah, he took. No, he didn't go right away. He took about 2.5 years off. Yes, points his points dipped a little bit, but he still average. He still finished with a career average of 31. So that means if he'd retired a Bull and not went to the Wizards, his career scoring average would have surpassed Wilt Chamberlain. It was 32 point something. I can't remember. All right, Bruce. Bruce got to go. He got to get the format podcast going. You guys let's all thank Bruce for coming on.
Thank you, Bruce.
Jumping on our show
Thank you,
and
Bruce.
showing us some support on our 1 year anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you, and best of luck to y'all young fellas, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much for having me on, Coach T.
Before you go, you got to say one thing. Before you go,
Yes, sir.
You got to say "Go James."
What?
You got to say "Go James."
No, I can't do that.
Bruce is right. James is not the GOAT. Mike for
All right.
life.
Mike for life. There you go, young fella. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great one.
I almost got him, Carlos.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, Bruce.
Hold on. If Bruce says that, we got to get J Rock to say GOAT Michael.
Nah, Bruce is not saying that. So,
Nah.
hey, Rock, you good. All right, guys. Have a great one.
All right, Bruce. He was thinking about it for a second too. He was like, "What?"
I think you can turn the comments back on. I don't think they would be over anyone's face now.
It'll probably be over J Rock's. Oh nope, you're lucky.
Yeah, no.
Look at Cash, man. He's thinking like a host.
Yeah, I know. He's a very good host for my show, Lambo and Cash Show. Subscribe, follow Instagram, stuff like that.
And stuff like that.
Comment.
Where's Lambo at?
I don't know where that peanut head is.
Oh, yeah.
A1 MTZ on Instagram says, I think today's athletes are more athletic, but as far as game competition, give me 90s ball with the bigs clogging the paint, the midi shooting, the 5 out and 3s is more for entertainment in my opinion.
True. Yeah. True entertainment. And then the athletes today are like more athletic. Yeah. I agree on that.
All right, so we started with Bruce on this, so let's go with J Rock. So what are your thoughts on this comment? Unmute yourself. You're still muted.
I can't see the comment.
How can you not see the comment is on the screen?
That's the LeBron one.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
The sweep?
Yeah.
I already said that. Wait.
No, we started with Bruce because he had to go.
Oh, I thought I already talked about it. I thought I talked about like how he would have folded in the playoffs, how MJ would have folded in the playoffs.
No, that was on the last question. But Cash, since J Rock got mental amnesia right now, he forgot which question he responded to. What are your thoughts on this comment?
Bruce is great. Mike for life. Braun is not the GOAT.
Simple, straight to the point.
All right, Mateo, what are your thoughts on this comment?
Like, you switch everywhere it mentions LeBron and replace that with MJ, and you replace where it mentions MJ with LeBron, it's perfect.
Okay.
Boy, he does not like LeBron at all, bro.
No, it's
sound like it.
perfect.
Doesn't sound like it.
All right, Mateo.
Um,
What are your thoughts?
I think Michael Jordan can do it, but it would be difficult for him to do it at 41 years old. So, but I think MJ can do it.
All right.
Let's sweep the Rockets at 41. Okay. All right. Last but not least, Carlos. What are your thoughts?
Would be a nice accomplishment if LeBron does sweep the Rockets tonight. And well, very good accomplishment if LeBron does that. But would MJ do it? It's a hard one. It's definitely a hard accomplishment. But maybe MJ might do it. Maybe he might do it. I don't know. But I guess we'll never know. But
You see Cash giving the thumbs up. He's saying that he could.
and then J-Rock gave me a thumbs down. All right. Hey, but that's my co-host right there, Cash. So there you go.
All right, let me fix this Instagram. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let me fix this Instagram live real quick.
Technical difficulties on Instagram, guys. So once Tony
It's
gets up,
supposed to keep going. That means we've been streaming for 1 hour.
yeah, supposed to, because Instagram creators can go longer than 1 hour. So
Yeah.
while Tony works on that, got it. Okay.
All right. So I have to get your guys' answers on this one, Mr. Mateo, and I think Cash. He didn't answer this one. So Mateo, this one it says you see bench players doing. Oh, I did ask you, Cash. You see bench players doing MJ highlights in games. Today's competition is better. What are your thoughts on this comment?
I don't think the competition is better because when Michael Jordan was playing, the game was more physical and the teams were stacked and experienced. So I think the competition when Michael Jordan was playing was better.
Interesting take from a young hooper.
All right.
Who else I didn't ask? It was two of you. One more.
I think it was Carlos.
No, I gave my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it J-Rock?
probably. He said no. So
I know it wasn't Cash because I remember explaining it to him.
I already shared what I thought about it.
well, okay.
All right.
I knew what a three-peat was.
So, well, overall, which one of these comments was the most outlandish?
The last one.
Yeah, the last one.
The last one and this one.
Both. Okay. Both Cash. Okay.
All right, this. All right, so that was the. I like that you guys kept it PG, but this next segment was inspired by your co-host Lambo. It's called
Unbelievably crazy.
Unbelievably Crazy, and I have look who jumps in here after we finish talking about LeBron.
Oh my gosh.
A KD fan.
Oh wow.
We'll wait till you turn your camera on and then we bring you on.
Yeah, turn that camera first.
but-
There you go.
Here's the unbelievably crazy. All right, where is it? When you put the Instagram on here, these things are very small.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so before I bring it up, before I bring it on, this unbelievably crazy. Somebody's late, but it's covering up J-Rock now. Take the comments off, Carlos.
Yeah, gotcha.
We're not doing that on purpose because you're a LeBron supporter.
Yes, we are.
Just happens to be that way.
Dudes, welcome to the crew, bro.
Hey dudes, what's up, man?
What's up?
Doing well.
Just a disclaimer, Mateo. I'm trying to coerce Deuce to come out from Texas to help join us on Balling on the Beach in June. So fingers crossed. If he does, if he can make it, you're gonna be throwing lobs to him in the games, Mateo.
Okay.
Yeah, Deuce is almost dunking right now.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know it's growing too.
Is dunking.
the
Oh, it
seventh grade.
is.
Seventh grade. So so welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on our 1 year anniversary. This is a record. This is your fourth time on the show.
Crazy.
We're gonna have to make you a regular host, bro. We're gonna have to make you a regular host. Sorry you missed the LeBron topic. It would have been very interesting what you had to say because you're a KD guy.
And I'm a Lakers fan.
Well, see, I want the
So it's a
Lakers.
win-win whoever wins.
I do want the Lakers to, keep it pushing, but we all know what's waiting for us at the next round. But
Okay,
we're about
see?
to get into the unbelievably crazy. So
We got OKC next round. We got OKC
imagine
next round. Wait, do we have OKC next
what
round?
would be you guys' reaction if you were drafted by the NFL? Start with you, Cash. What would be your reaction if you got drafted by the NFL?
No, thank you.
Say no.
He said that because he's an MMA. He just
I'm
did.
not playing football.
Pretend you're not an MMA guy. You're a football player.
I want to be on the Bears or the Saints, or I'm not playing.
Oh, he's gonna do an Eli Manning.
Yes, we could climb. Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna scratch that because we don't want him to sound like he's incompetent. No, I'm kidding. J Rock, what would be same question to you?
If I got drafted, obviously I'd be happy, and I would congratulate. I would immediately congratulate my parents. The reason why I would be at that moment, and like my dad driving me to practice, making sure I'm all good, and if I wanted to put some extra work in, he would always be happy to go at it, and if I got drafted, it would be a very emotional moment.
What about you, Mateo?
If
question.
I played football, I'd be happy, and like I don't know if I'd be very good at football.
All right, let's say you got drafted by the NBA.
I'd be happy. I'd cry and hug my parents and keep practicing every day.
All right,
Mhm.
and Deuce, about you? What's your reaction if you got drafted?
To the NBA or what?
Well, NBA. You're a basketball player. I only said NFL
Uh,
because Cash is a butt kicker. He's an MMA fighter, so he doesn't play any team sports.
I'll be happy. I'll probably cry. I'll help my parents, especially my dad, because he would be one of the reasons why I'm here.
Well,
Because even through the nights, I wouldn't want to work out or like I'm too tired. He would still push me to work out.
all right.
So
I
I'll
like
be
it.
pretty happy.
Mhm.
I love all them answers. Now, imagine if you were drafted and didn't find out until you were collecting Medicare checks.
What's that? Any kitchen?
That means you're over 65.
Oh.
Okay.
You're old.
I don't know.
Well, that happened to someone. Oh, wrong one.
You're giving away the show.
Wrong one, Tony. You want me to do it?
Wrong one.
Oh my lord.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, got it.
This happened to. I had his name on here. Now it's really bad. This thing puts it in out of order. It didn't load up the second part of the.
Nope, never loaded.
It didn't load up the second part.
Nope.
It didn't load up the second part. Well, and- so I'll find his name and put it on here because I got this off of Instagram. But he found out 44 years later that he was drafted in the NBA, in the NFL. Um. Oh, I'm streaming, so I had to do it on my phone. Let me find the. Let me. I gotta find the other part of this post. Sorry guys, but
Tony,
what will be your reaction to this if you find out 55 years later that you were drafted by the NFL?
crazy. Because 1944, right, Tony? He got drafted in 1944.
1944.
So, like, obviously, back in the day, they didn't have telephones. So they didn't have telephones. They didn't have smartphones back in the day. And basically everything was word of mouth. Everything was word of mouth. So,
Oh, sorry, I found it. But it still didn't list his name. So what happened was, in 1944, he was drafted all right by the NFL, and he was also drafted by the Army. Because back in the day, what they would say is they'll knock on your door and say, "You got to go fight for your country." So he was actually at Army boot camp when his name was called. He was actually drafted in the 18th round of the NFL.
18.
So how he found out was he was going through. He was at and he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in 1944 in the 18th round. Yeah, the NFL used to go that long back in the day. They used to just draft players just to draft players. But he was going through some old newspapers and he found a story uh, of former draftees that were drafted by the Eagles, and he saw his name, and he was like, "Huh?" So, that's how he found out that he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is a true story. So, what are your guys's? This is like one of the biggest, unbelievably crazy stories I've ever read. So, I'm gonna start with you, Deuce. What are your thoughts on this story of him finding out that he was drafted 55 years later after by reading a newspaper?
It's kind of crazy to think about and like see that it's possible to not know you got drafted, but also to figure out 50 years later is kind of yikes. Knowing that you could have like lived off like a big paycheck, but you went to the army. You had to go to the army instead.
Well, he didn't go to the army willingly. Like I said, that he was drafted by the army when he was 18. So yeah, that's one of those "what of my life could have been" moments. All right, Mateo, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's mind blowing. He could have had a really good football career, and he'd be rich.
You had to throw the rich part out there. All right, Cash, what are your thoughts on this?
If that was me, I'd call the Eagles and ask for back pay. I'm calling the Eagles. I'm asking for back pay.
Only Cash will say that. Only Cash. See why we love this guy?
And then I'm gonna ask if I can still be on the team.
So give me my tryout.
Can I be a bench warmer that never plays in a single game and still gets paid?
Yeah, gets paid it and is considered a Super Bowl champion. So
Hey, the legitimate questions. J Rock, you're actually a football player, so what would you? What are your thoughts on this story?
So back in 1955, I'm pretty sure football wasn't as popular and recognized, but
1950.
it's still crazy to think it seemed like an impossible scenario only in like movies or sitcom for someone to find out they got drafted 55 years ago. But I feel like he wouldn't have a choice because he was chosen to be in the army and you can't turn that down. So I felt like his career could have maybe in the first place never even started if he did find out about it because you couldn't cancel out the army, the military.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Back then, they couldn't. If you told them no, you're going to jail.
Yep.
So,
And you'd be cut.
so it's either you go fight for your country, or you're going to go. Never mind. I can't say that. You guys are kids. Um, you're gonna be fighting a different battle.
Custody.
I just put it that way.
yeah,
Carlos.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What are your thoughts on this story, Merle? What would you ever do if you ever found out by reading a newspaper that you could have played in the NFL?
I would definitely be shocked and stunned about it because obviously because he went to the army. Because he went to the army and when you're in the army, there's obviously no contact with the outside world. So apparently the Eagles called him, but the calls were unanswered. So basically he had
Oh,
no
yeah.
clue.
That was part of the story. Yeah, they were calling him to let him know that he was drafted, and he never answered, and they never
Yeah.
got in touch with him. So
And then it wasn't until after the draft when he was reading that newspaper when he found out. So it kind of makes sense in a way. But definitely
dang, we
crazy
lost
indeed.
Cash.
But definitely crazy indeed. And I feel like it's never going to happen again because obviously everything's social media now. It's online, and there's some way you're going to find out today in today's era.
We lost Cash, but we got Big T.
Big T, sub in.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, we just
Congratulations.
thank you. Man, you missed the LeBron topic.
Oh no, I came right on time, man.
You missed it. Well, it was actually LeBron fans saying the most crazy things.
That's all the time.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on this, Big T? Like this story right here,
Mhm.
of a young man who was drafted in 1944 while he was already drafted into the Army. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. He didn't find out about it until years later by reading an old newspaper about former draftees. No, it wasn't from his. It wasn't from his. When it was from his college. And you know how you can Google like USC or something like that, and
Yeah.
you'll see all the players that were drafted from their school.
hmm
And he saw his name and Philadelphia Eagles in 1944, and he was shocked.
Wow.
And come to find out that while he was in the Army, they were trying to contact him to let him know that they picked him, and he never answered. They never answered the phone because he couldn't.
Yeah, I would have to ask the Army for some reparations on that.
Well, Cash said before he had to go, I'm gonna see what happened with him. But Cash said he would have contacted Philadelphia Eagles and asked for back pay.
I like that, but yeah, but I would try to, man, just to be acknowledged in that manner. I would try to talk with the Army and the Eagles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something. Oh, he said he had technical difficulties with the computer. Get back in here, boy. That
Yeah.
you could have said it on the show, Carlos.
What? Oh yeah. So one thing I forgot to say during my take, Tony. His name was Norm Michael. He was a fullback at Syracuse.
Mm.
Yeah.
In Syracuse at that time, they were producing a lot of fullbacks and running backs because you had Jim Brown. Then after Jim Brown, what was it? Ernie Davis. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, Jim Brown.
Yep. So I guess we lost Cash. He's not gonna be able to come back in
Show
from
must
his
go on. Show
technical
must-
difficulty. But that's not the only unbelievably crazy. Um, Imagine you as a parent, you sitting here, you're watching one son play in the NBA playoffs, and on the same night, you're sitting there and hear the phone call, and your other son gets drafted in the NFL.
Oh man, that's dope. That's a surreal moment.
Well, that moment actually happened.
Oh wow. Who
Jalen
what family did that happen to?
Jalen Tyson played in his NBA playoff game on Thursday for the Cleveland Cavaliers when they were playing the Toronto Raptors, and Jordan Tyson was drafted number 9 overall by the Saints
Number 8.
Oh
Tony.
wow.
on the on draft night on Thursday. So I feel like that's an unbelievably crazy, and brought it on here for this topic because that rarely happens,
Yeah, it does.
if not at all. We've never seen like one of your sons or you watching your brother, watching his playoff game, and then you're getting drafted on the same night. That is crazy. So, Teo, you got siblings. What would it be like for you if that happened?
I'd be happy for my siblings because for my sister because my brother doesn't really play any sports, and I'll be happy for my sister. She plays volleyball. Mm.
Split image of each other.
Oh
Just put a wig on Mateo. You see his sister. They're
wow.
like, yeah, they're identical twins. Sorry, I'm putting your business out there on the street. My bad, Mateo.
We're not identical.
You're like, I'm putting his business out there on the street. All right, but Carlos,
Mm-hmm.
about you, like, just imagine you're watching your brother play NBA playoff game, and I know you don't play football, but you get drafted in the NFL on the same night your brother is playing an NBA playoff game. Like, I should be asking your mom this question,
Yeah.
but she won't get on camera for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm
But
about, I'm about to get a text message in a minute for that comment, but
yeah. But to move on from that, Tony. But and it would be surreal for any parent, for friends, outside family, like would be like surreal because obviously you got one brother who's playing the NBA playing an NBA playoff game like that's you got to be a very good player to play in a playoff game, and then you got the other brother getting drafted and him changing his life. So it would be surreal for any parent, and I'm pretty sure Big T knows that it would be surreal for any parent.
Yep, it would.
yeah, that's one of those once in a lifetime moments.
Indeed.
All right. Let's go to you, J Rock. What are your thoughts on this story? You're muted.
I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. With a lot of brothers making it into different sports, like John Jones and his brothers. But if you're a father and you have children that make these two that make a big impact, and they make these two sports, they get into these two professional sports, man, you have to be, yeah, you'd be out of your mind. You'd be crying because how of joy, because how good of a father you've been, and how good you teach these children, your children.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. Big. All right, all right. I ain't gonna say little T. I ain't gonna disrespect him like that.
Mm.
That that dude, he looks down on me, Carlos.
Oh yeah.
All right, Deuce. What are your thoughts on this story, brother?
I think, well, if I had a brother, I think it would be cool to see. I wouldn't be able to see,
You do
but
have a
I think it
brother.
would be.
You do have a
Mm-mm.
brother, Carlos, right there.
I think it would be cool to see like my brother get drafted on the same night as me playing in like a big game of my life. Because this is a big day in both of our lives. Because he's getting drafted, and then I'm playing in a playoff game.
And getting buckets at the same time. So yeah, that is a very surreal moment. It was actually crazy, and if you watch the draft, they were actually talking about this story live as it was happening because when they were in the green room, um, talk, um, talking to Jordan Tyson before he got drafted, they were actually watching the the game on TV. So yeah, it was a surreal moment. And let's bring in, yes, Carlos. I have multiple unbelievably crazy moments
Yeah, I know. You can
before we
see.
get in, before we get into before we get into your topics that we get into your sports topics after this, and then we'll highlight some of the best interviews. Well, I ain't gonna say best, but we couldn't put all of them on here from all 121 episodes. It'll be a very long show, but we did highlight some of them just because of the moments, and y'all would see when we replay those bits from those episodes. But our next unbelievably crazy is, oh, it's same story. Jeez Louise, I got to get it together today.
So that's the second part. Yeah.
There's a second part. Many people could say they were watching their brother on an NBA playoff game when they find out they were getting drafted in the first round of the NFL draft. And correction, it was 8, not 9. Thank you, Carlos.
Gotcha.
All right, I was hoping my guy B was on here, but he's not. So this is unbelievably crazy just because of what Mike Evans said. Unless you were born under a rock, unless you was under a rock, Mike Evans signed with the San Francisco 49ers, my favorite football team, this offseason on a 1-year deal, hoping to bring a ring to the Bay. But he's on here for his comment. He said, I already won a ring with Brady in Tampa. J Rock knows about this. I know he was cheering up a storm when they won that Super Bowl back in 2021. And he said, now I'm going to win it with Purdy. So since you watch Mike Evans play in your hometown of Tampa, what are your thoughts on this comment, J Rock?
I love Mike Evans. I've loved him like ever since I first watched football, but I don't think he's capable of performing the way he's been performing with the Bugs. The how comfortable he's been with the organization, the he's been knowing that organization for years, and he's developed there over and over again. And that those injuries, they've been slowing him down over and over. And I think he's just getting old, man, and it's really sad to see that. But with the new organization that he's not comfortable with and him getting old, I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Man, you ain't saying that because you salty because he left. No, I'm kidding. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. All right. Interesting thoughts. Interesting thoughts. So you don't think he's gonna win a ring in San Francisco,
Never again.
or you don't want him to win a ring in San Francisco?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was a little bit of hate in that answer. No, I'm kidding. Um, Big T, what are your
Yep.
thoughts on this comment by Mike Evans?
Well, I have to agree that Mike Evans' time, in my opinion, is his time has passed now. But being a Cowboy fan, I hope the 49ers never win.
Oh, we taking strays today, Carlos.
Hey,
See what happens
Cowboys.
when see what happens when you draft Caleb Downs. You get a little level of confidence over there.
Well,
Caleb
I mean,
Downs, my guy.
about time they decided to build a defense because you can't. The Cowboys have never had a problem in the draft. It's always the retention.
You hear that, Mateo? See those thoughts that you need to take on when you do your fantasy football. All right, it's from father to son. What are your thoughts on this, Deuce?
Respectfully, flexing the championship that you won 5 years ago is crazy. But
Damn, he's taking strays.
but respectfully, I don't really watch football. Mike Evans in general, or like anything related. I only watch Baltimore. But yeah, all I can say is flexing the championship you won 5 years ago is kind of crazy.
Man, you won the championship. You're supposed to flex that forever.
I mean, but that was 5 years ago. You haven't won one since. Sounds like to me, you need Brady. He don't need you.
Oh, yeah, he taking strays.
Mhm.
Mike Evans taking strays. What are your thoughts on this, Mateo?
I mean, I don't really watch football or know anything about Mike Evans, but
He's a very good wide receiver.
uh,
Very good wide receiver. He was a number one option in Tampa for years. Won a Super Bowl in 2021,
Yeah.
and now he's with a new team, with a new quarterback. Who's same similar play style as the one that he as Tom Brady and Brock Purdy. Not saying Purdy's as good as Tom Brady, but he's a very good quarterback that he's playing with. So he's saying that he's going to get a ring with him, or that's his goal with his new team. So what are your thoughts on that?
like, is he old?
He's
Um,
32 years old. He's 32.
32. He's getting old. Like, I think it's possible, but I don't think he's gonna get another ring.
but he is going into a very stacked offense as well. So there is possible that he's going to see single coverage
Yeah.
all season because their number one option is who? Big T?
Debo.
Nope, he's not there anymore.
Oh,
Mm.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah.
That's the number one option in that offense. Christian McCaffrey.
okay,
I
that's right.
forgot.
Yeah.
Your favorite position, J Rock.
Running back.
And remember when J Rock you told me on draft night? Seeing Jeremiah Love get drafted number 3 gave you
Yeah.
an extra layer of confidence in your position.
Notre Dame product, by the way.
Right, Jeremiah.
Oh, here we go with the Notre Dame talk. I'm about to kick him off. No, I'm kidding. Carlos, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think he's gonna win a ring with Purdy?
It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be very hard. Probably not because there's a team called the Seattle Seahawks in that division where they got to play twice and maybe a third time. And but that's if they made the playoffs. But the Seahawks, they're looking good right now. And plus, they got a guy Jadarian Price. I'm sorry, Tony. But he's a very good running back, and I think that's a really good replacement for the Seahawks for Kenneth Walker. And
He is not gonna give them the same production that Kenneth Walker gave him. A Super Bowl MVP. Come on now, Carlos.
But the Seahawks, they're rising. The Seahawks are rising,
Man,
and
Sam Darnold is not going to lead them to back-to-back
if
championships.
the Niners can win their division and knock off the Seahawks, then there's a chance of that happening. There's a chance of that happening, but it's gonna be really hard in that NFC. You got to take on Seattle. You got to take on the Eagles, but Eagles, like, there's teams over there in the NFC that they got to go through. But if San Francisco can do it, then good for Mike Evans. This sounds like confidence.
Man, y'all better quit throwing strays at my squad. Y'all haters.
Who's throwing strays at your squad? I'm just saying, like, if they if they
Terrell,
can fire.
Terrell, and J Rock.
Oh, and if they can catch fire, then anything's possible for that team.
All right, so let's talk about some stuff that Deuce, Mateo, Big T, Carlos, all would love to talk about. Let's talk about some NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's talk about we've already talked about the craziness that LeBron fans were talking about. So we pretty much covered the Houston Lakers series.
Pretty much, yeah.
So let's start out east. The 1-8 matchup. That is right. Is that updated to all the way?
Yes. The Magic, they're up 2-1, and the Orlando Magic, they're sticking in there. They're sticking in there, and they're doing their thing. Paulo Banchero's been showing up. Finally.
Right, so what are your thoughts on the Pistons Magic matchup? Let's start with Mateo.
On the Pistons and the Magic?
Yeah.
I think the Pistons should be winning because I love Cade Cunningham. And yeah. But Pablo Banchero's playing good. And so has the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, I believe Game 4 is tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Game 4 is tonight. Should be starting within the next.
No. Game 4 is on Monday. Pistons
Monday?
Magic. Yeah, Game 4 is on Monday.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Jeez, why are they not playing this weekend? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, they played on Saturday, Tony. Game 3 on Saturday, so obviously day off, then Monday.
So that means the Celtics and Sixers are probably playing tomorrow too.
I know they're playing tonight, actually. Celtics Sixers.
All right, we'll get to that one.
Yeah.
So it looks like we were going to get maybe an upset. Last upset was a 1-8 matchup was Carlos's Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics.
At the Milwaukee Bucks, first round. It was Milwaukee Bucks.
Man, let me have this one.
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, but hey.
I'm going to keep saying they beat the Celtics.
Okay.
All right, so J-Rock, what are your thoughts on this series?
For the Pistons and Magic?
Yeah.
I think the Pistons are gonna come on top with Kate. There's no way Kate is gonna let a trash Magic team beat him.
Here we go.
Trash. Okay.
Yes, trash.
Here we go, man. You can't be throwing shade at teams that are up 2-1.
I mean, they're not a good team.
Pistons are beating them, bro.
Only good player. They best players, Anthony Black.
Deuce, all right, Deuce, go ahead and take the floor.
Paulo Banchero ain't been doing nothing for the past 3 games. He only done some last game. He don't got no jumper like a man Thompson. No, scratch that. He don't got no jumper like the whole Rockets team besides KD.
Wow.
Well, that's coming from a KD supporter right there.
Okay.
I know he has a lot of venom toward those Houston Rockets. But I'm not mad at them. They can keep shooting bricks and let the Lakers come through there and go 1-on-1 with the defending champions next round. But we'll get to that. Big Terrell, what are your thoughts on this first round matchup with the Magic and Pistons?
Well, I've been impressed with actually watching the Eastern Conference playoff, and especially this series because both teams are very well coached. Um, I thought honestly Detroit was going to sweep them.
Hmm.
So Orlando's playing good basketball.
Yeah, they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there and fighting them toe to toe
Hmm.
throughout that whole season. But that's what playoffs is all about, man. It don't matter what seed you are; it matters getting in there.
Yep. And 0-0 at that point, one
Yep.
game at a time.
First one to four. Carlos,
Mhm.
this is your topic. So what are your? Why am I running it? This is your topic.
Yeah, I know. Yes, the Magic Pistons. Magic up 2-1. Did not expect that one, but the Magic, they've been showing up and they've been competing against the Pistons, and I really don't know about the Pistons because they're number one in the East, but it's like I don't know, like Boston's better than them, but they're number one. They got 60. They got 60 wins in the regular season. They've proven they're number one record wise, but right now they're struggling against an Orlando Magic team that's competing. That's competing. That's competing. So they're up 2-1. Two more to go for the Magic to pull off that upset.
Yep. And all right, let's go on. Speaking of the Celtics, um, it started off as a shocker in Boston. Boston Celtics came out, put foots in them,
Mm.
uh, beat them by 30 plus, and then Sixers responded and stole home court in game two. And then now the Celtics came in there and took home court back in game three. They always say a series doesn't start until someone wins on the other person's floor.
Correct.
Indeed.
So again, Carlos, this is your topic. So why am I leading it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Tony. Let me go through it. So Celtics, Sixers, Celtics. They're the favorite out of the East to make the finals. And just like what Tony said, Game One, Boston blowout. Sixers respond. Boston wins in Game Three on the Sixers' home floor. They play tonight in Game Four. So um, here's a developing story with the Sixers Celtics series on tonight, Game Four. Joel Embiid, he will play tonight. So Joel Embiid, he is in for tonight. He hasn't been playing in this series, but he is back for the Sixers. So I guess we'll see. Can that help out the Sixers to win Game Four? If they can win Game Four, it's going to be a 2-2 series back to Boston, and it could be anyone's series from there. So
All right, real quick, Carlos. All right, J Rock. For the guys that just came in, J Rock did announce did make his announcement of who he'll be playing with in the fall. If you want to give them a quick reminder, J Rock has to dip out. He has to go put in some work. So we do appreciate you coming in here and sharing the 1 year anniversary and making your announcement on our show.
Yes, sir. Really appreciated to be here, and yet again for the people who came here late. I'm committed to Wesley Chapel Coyotes. Came from the Luch Chiefs, very good organization that developed me well, and very excited to go to the Coyotes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we wish you nothing but success on the next leg of your journey. But thank you for coming in, J Rock, and until next time, brother.
Yep. See you guys later.
Ready.
All right, J Rock.
Finally, let's go. All right.
Bro, you sound excited to be leaving, bro. What's up with that?
There you go. I guess guys don't know when to press the X button. Like, like there's a button, there's a red button. You gotta click that to get out. Simple as that.
He sounded so excited to get off, bro.
People, you gotta press that red button. Like, obviously, press that red button first, and then obviously do your reactions after. So, just one thing for future guests.
All right, so Celtics, Sixers.
Are we still trusting the process with Embiid?
No.
Oh,
What about you, Mateo? You trusting the process with Embiid?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Mateo's still trusting the process. So, how do you think Game 4 is going to go tonight?
I think the Sixers are gonna tie the series 2-2.
Okay.
And Embiid's gonna have a good game.
Oh, he's excited to get to practice.
yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
I imagine me like he was excited to get to practice. He was like, "Let's go, let's go." J Rock gonna kick some butt, man. Go kick some butt, J Rock.
He's hyped.
And man, but it was a good thing that Cam or Lambo didn't come on with him because they would have had another Florida versus Texas debate on which athletes are better.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, that was having a heated debate
Oh yeah.
last time they were on the show together, or was it? No, that was Cameron.
Yeah, Cam and J Rock.
But Lambo was no saint. He'll be over there debating it too.
Yeah, that's that.
All right,
Yeah.
so Mateo was trusting the process. Carlos, are you trusting the process?
When is this process gonna, go on for? Because we've all seen it time and time again. The Sixers.
Hold on. I thought you was going to go another direction.
What do you mean?
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
I thought you were going to say, so when is this process going to get started?
Low key. When is this process going to keep on going for? Like, I don't recall the Sixers in recent history making the Eastern Conference Finals. Tony, can you confirm that for me? Like the Sixers haven't been to an Eastern Conference Finals as of recent.
I think they haven't been since Allen Iverson played.
Yeah, long time.
Not since Joel Embiid had been there. No. Remember they missed the playoffs with Paul George when Paul George was there, they missed the playoffs.
He still play basketball?
Paul George, yeah.
I didn't know he still played. I see him more on podcasts than I do on the basketball court.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was out majority of the year this year again.
Oh yeah. So this process. The Sixers got the wrong opponent in Boston, and they got themselves the wrong opponent with Boston. That championship experience is just too much for the Sixers. But the Sixers are fighting there. They're fighting in there. And obviously, Game 4, they can win tonight.
Can I get a 10-inch pizza box? A 10-inch pizza box?
Sure, Deuce.
Oh.
You got to mute yourself, sir.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, Deuce, mute.
Come on, Deuce. You've been on this show 4 times, man. You know how it works.
Yeah, so Boston got that championship experience. Sixers are fighting in there, but the Celtics something else. So yeah, that's the Celtics Sixers series.
All right, move on.
All right, so the next one we're gonna talk about. How about the Cavs Raptors? Cavaliers Raptors.
Cleveland at 5.
Cleveland at 5. Well, now it's no longer 5 because now the Raptors, they just won Game 4 today. So now that's update 2-2 series. It's a 2-2 series going to Cleveland on Wednesday night. So the Raptors and remember we talked about this on our show, Tony, back then where we reacted to the NBA standings and we saw Toronto as number 3 and number 4, and we were shocked. We were like, "Oh wow, Toronto!" is up there because we remember Toronto, they were down there, down in the East, but now they're up there and they're competing against this Cleveland team who's been in the playoff before, and it's 2-2. The Raptors, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, like they're showing up in Toronto. So, Tony, so what are your thoughts on that? Raptors 2-2.
Well, Scotty Barnes helped me win my fantasy league championship in basketball. So shout out to Scotty Barnes. Gave me a 50 piece in my fantasy points last game. Give me my championship, which I won by a landslide. Thank y'all very much. Now I'm going to defend my championship in football, but that's a story for another day. I don't know. They fell. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Why they fell to the 5th seed, because they were at the top of the East throughout the year. But they tied this series. I think it's going to go all the way. I think it may go all the way.
Yeah. So now it turns from a best of 7 series to now.
How is Ingram doing?
Ingram?
Not good.
He's not hooping. He was hooping in the beginning of the season.
Well, I mean, playoffs. We all know playoffs is a different animal. So it's like I think from the games that I glanced at briefly, he's not been shooting the ball very well.
I ain't gonna tell you how many games I don't watch of that series.
Thank you.
Hey, but Brandon Ingram in Game 4, he had 23 points, 3 for 7 from 3, 8 for 9 from free throws, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks in the win over the Cavs in Game 4.
Oh, that's a typical Mateo game.
Hey, 2 blocks? Okay.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted.
Okay. All right, 2 blocks. All right.
Man, you better put some respect on Mateo name now.
Okay. I haven't seen Mateo play, so basically, Tony, I'm going off you. I'm going off you, basically. So.
When you watch Mateo play, you're in for a treat.
Okay, can't wait. So Mateo, what are your thoughts on this Cavaliers-Raptors series, man? It's 2-2. Cavaliers for Game 5 back in Cleveland. So what are your thoughts?
I think the Raptors are gonna advance to the next round because, like Scotty Barnes and like Brandon Ingram, they're performing really well.
They are indeed, and both of them in Game 4 both had 23 points. So both of them, they're showing up in a big way.
Scotty Barnes been hooping all season. He's not doing a Mikal Bridges and disappearing in the playoffs.
Oh no, he's showing up. Deuce, what are your thoughts on this one, Deuce? Or
he can hear you.
Yeah, so Deuce. So what are your thoughts on this Cavaliers-Raptors series?
I still believe in the Cavaliers. I think they can make it to the second round, but they are going to have to play hard against this Raptors team.
Gotcha.
Because they do not want a chance of them coming back.
It's gonna be a dogfight. Yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight.
Oh yeah, definitely. When I saw this series, I thought Cleveland was gonna, beat them in 5.
Dog walk them.
Yeah, like dog walk them. Because if you saw in Game 1, the Cavs, they were performing like very good, like 126, 113. Then they beat the Raptors 115, 105 in Game 2, and it kind of looked like the Cavs were gonna probably win 5 or maybe 4. But Toronto, they've been defending their home floor in Toronto, and they've won 2 straight. And now the momentum just switched from Cleveland to Toronto, and it's 2-2. So, Big Terrell, what are your thoughts on this one, man? Cavs, Raptors, 2-2.
Well, I'm just rooting for the Cavs because I had the opportunity to watch one game, and James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are actually playing better than what I expected them to play together. So I'm gonna just take Cleveland for the continuity in the playoffs.
Cleveland, all right. All right, all right. All right, so now it's a 2-2 series between them. Game fives on Wednesday night in Cleveland. So I guess we'll see a pivotal game five
Yeah.
in Cleveland. All right, last but not least in the East, it is the Knicks Hawks series. And oh my, the New York Knicks, they're tied 2-2. And that series been really entertaining. It's been a real entertaining series. Atlanta, they've been showing they belong, and it's really been an entertaining series between those two, the Knicks and
Man,
the Hawks.
I have no confidence in the Knicks. I have zero confidence
Mhm.
in the Knicks.
Yeah, one of the problems with the Knicks is that they're inconsistent. Like they're very inconsistent, and they're kind of in a battle in this series against Atlanta. Like, no offense to Atlanta,
Atlanta?
they're a young team. Like Atlanta, they have a young team.
Jonathan Kuminga led Atlanta Hawks.
Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Johnson,
But
C.J.
no,
McCollum.
Deuce, I'm not giving no slight to Kuminga. Kuminga's been hooping. He's playing
Nah.
like a free man.
I mean, he don't got the
But
Warriors controlling him no more. So
my thing is, like I said on the last one, we were talking about the Celtics and the Sixers. Um, Mikal Bridges is not showing up in this series.
No, he hasn't.
Nah,
we traded about
you,
5, 6 first-round picks for him.
yeah,
Five first-round picks.
you. I think it was game 2 or game 3. He took 3 shots the whole game, 3 or 4 shots,
Exactly. That's not
and
worth 5, 6.
finish with a donut. Man, you don't do that if they give up. You're supposed to be the guy. You're supposed to be Jalen Brunson's help. You're supposed to be that guy to go out there and get buckets. They invested a lot in you, and you, nah. You're supposed to come in here, Brent. You're supposed to come in here and put this series to bed. The series should have been over today.
Oh, we're putting up Tony Snell numbers. We can't be for real.
Tony Snell numbers, yeah.
He's pulling up Bronny James numbers. Nah, I can't even say that because Bronny James is putting up better numbers than Mikal Bridges right now.
So that's Tony Snell. That's the crazy part.
Right. Bronny's putting up better numbers. Man, if you got Bronny James putting up better numbers than you,
I don't know what to tell you.
that tells a lot right there.
Yeah, definitely. The Knicks and they definitely have not been showing up in this series. And now it's 2-2 heading back to the Garden for a pivotal game 5. And if you guys don't know, the Knicks, if they get out in this first round series, oh man, it's gonna be a long off season. Probably front office changes, personnel changes. Like it's gonna be a long off season for those New York Knicks, and for that fan base, it's gonna be a long, off season because you're the New York Knicks, right? You were in the Eastern Conference Final last year, playing the Indiana Pacers. Like you were right there to win the series. But then now, fast forward to this year, you're about to get out against an Atlanta Hawks team, a very young Atlanta Hawks team, and basically you're about to lose. And basically you're about to lose against them in a first round exit. So it's gonna be disappointing for that New York fan base, for that ownership over there in New York, James Dolan, Worldwide West, and then obviously those people in that front office. So if the Knicks, if they don't show up in this first round series and it's a first round exit, oh man, it's gonna be a lot of changes in that front office. So Mateo, so what are your thoughts on this one? Knicks, Hawks, it's 2-2. So what are your thoughts on this series?
So at first I thought the Knicks were gonna win, but now I think the Hawks are gonna win. Like Jalen Johnson, he's good, and like it's surprising because the Knicks last year were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So.
And plus, they were projected to go to the finals this year. Like they were projected to win the East. But now, now they're fighting against an Atlanta team. And if they somehow find a way to get out of this series, they would have to play a way better team in Boston in the second round. So basically, Knicks, like you're playing Atlanta like this, like, and imagine what Boston would do to you. So very questionable there. So what are your thoughts on that Knicks Hawks series?
It's kind of crazy to see how the Knicks downfall. It's good to see the Knicks downfall, especially Mikal Bridges. as I look,
All right.
as Mikal Bridges is supposed to be Jalen Brunson's help.
Yes.
Carl Anthony Towns has been doing way more than what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then it's kind of surprising to see a championship caliber team losing to a first round losing team.
A team that's pretty much in rebuild. Because remember, Trey Young, they traded away Trey Young this year. Um, at the trade deadline, traded away Trey Young. But on the flip side, they did get Kaminga. They were in rebound mode, and they just hit a different stride with Kaminga. Made the playoffs, and here we go. They're 2 wins away from going to the second round. Not shocked that they're up on the Knicks. I don't know. If you're the Knicks GM in this offseason, he has
A lot of
a
changes to make.
very, very difficult job. And
And
you
plus
know how
another.
if you haven't been to New York and you don't understand how much they love their Knicks, they are going crazy. If Knicks get put out in the first round after going to the Eastern Conference Finals, they're gonna charge the streets again like they did last year, but for different reasons.
Yeah, so basically every time they win, they would celebrate over there in Eighth Avenue, right outside the Garden, like they would be celebrating. But obviously, if it's a first round exit, it's gonna be disappointing, and it might give flashbacks to before, like the early 2010s, early 2020s, where they've been struggling, and it might give them
We
PTSD.
we talked about that parade on Deuce's last episode.
Oh
We were
yeah,
showing we were showing videos from that parade after they eliminated the Celtics last year. Remember Deuce?
Yes.
Remember you had the guy that was sitting on that sign 100 feet in the air?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, primarily because these Knicks fans have been suffering because the last time they won an NBA championship was in 1973, like the last time they won a championship, and then the last, time they.
We can barely hear you, Big T.
Yeah, Big T, I was 3 years old. Oh, 3 years old.
I ain't gonna tell you how old I was.
Oh yeah, very long time since 1973, and then the last time they made a finals appearance was, I believe, the year 2000 when they lost this to the San Antonio Spurs. So it's been a while that these Knicks fans have experienced a championship for that city, and they're right there, like they can taste it, but the Knicks have obviously not been showing up in this series, and it's 2-2. Go to New York, and then I guess we'll see what happens there. All right, so out to the West we go. OKC, Phoenix. OKC, it's a mismatch for Phoenix. Not much to talk about in that series.
Sweet.
We're not worried about.
That's not even a series. This
Exactly.
is a certified beatdown.
Yeah, poor Phoenix Suns. But
This is like one of those. This series reminds me of one of those two NBA 2K first rounds when you're a kid and you just cheat and make your team like so good that nobody could beat you, and you just annihilate the first round.
Yeah,
That's what it's looking like with OKC and Phoenix.
But and I do have to give credit to the Phoenix Suns though, because the Phoenix Suns preseason.
What?
Because preseason, hold on, Tony. Preseason, I thought Phoenix was not going to be a playoff team. Like I did not see Phoenix even as a play-in team. I saw them as a bottom tier team, rebuild mode type of team, but they've proven to make the play-in with Devin Booker and obviously make the playoffs. Great success, good job for Phoenix. Obviously Phoenix got the wrong opponent, OKC, but they.
That's because the Warriors sold that game.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They sold that game. They sold that game big time.
But credit to Phoenix though for making the playoffs and getting a participation medal, playing the reigning champs. Again, the experience, but obviously it's a mismatch. But credit to the Phoenix Suns for their,
That,
surpassing my expectations this year.
that OKC team is the most complete team I've seen in a long time since the Jordan Bulls. I'm talking about as a complete team
Yeah, they're
from top
young.
from top to bottom. Like everybody they bring in from Isaiah Joe to Chet, everybody that comes in, they don't miss a beat.
Yes, and thing like flows and the things flow, and plus the youngness of OKC, it helps.
Yeah, Caruso comes in, they don't miss a beat.
There you go.
Both
Exactly.
sides of the ball, the offense and defense. It's like a team has no weaknesses.
Exactly. So, dude, so what are your thoughts on this one? OKC Phoenix series, obviously, it's 3-0 and it's looking like maybe a sweep.
Ain't nothing really to say. These games are legit. Like this is like the playground for them. If I'm being honest, they ain't got to worry about the Phoenix Suns.
All right. Simple as
My
that.
personal intake on the Phoenix Suns: Devin Booker needs to leave. He's put their trust in him way too much. They made the playoffs they made the finals one time.
And in the finals that they gave away to Giannis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or Devin Booker, though, because,
for real quick, Carlos, before you start cooking.
yeah.
And then we got to let my dude Mateo cook because he's been sitting over there
Yeah, I know.
being like the good kid in the classroom that just don't want to get in trouble, so you don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that 2022, Phoenix was a better team with Chris Paul, Book, all those guys. They were the better
And
team,
Chris Paul cuts down the lead to 54.
and they just sold that series. I know
And
they
they
had a
were,
key
oh,
injury that series too, but still, they completely sold that series. Because I was hyped, because I was like, oh, this gonna be Chris Paul's year. He gonna finally get his ring and da 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 da. Then the
And then
finals,
here comes Giannis.
and then they actually started playing the games.
and I think
That's a
they were
good
up
way to
2-0
say
in
it.
that series, I think.
They were heavy favorites to win that series, yes. And I was like hyping up. I was hyped for them. I was like, okay, I don't like them because they're arch rivals. I'm a Laker guy, Laker fan to forever. But I was like, if anybody deserves to get a ring, it's Chris Paul. Then they threw the ball up in game one, and then they tipped it to Giannis, and then once he touched the ball, it was over. Giannis just took that championship for them. But we're getting off topic. I'm getting off
All that
topic.
just to never see the playoffs again.
Yeah. Yeah. Mateo, so what are your thoughts on this one, man? The Phoenix Suns and the OKC Thunder. OKC up 3-0. So what do you think? Is going to be a sweep?
Yeah, so I know it's easy for the Thunder, but like I didn't expect the Suns to be in the playoffs this year, and
Oh, you just like Carlos.
Mhm.
I think the Thunder's gonna win the championship.
I think they. So Mateo, what are you gonna do? Like if the Suns call you like during the show, and they say we need a win against OKC. We need you. We're gonna fly you out to. We're gonna fly you out to Phoenix tonight to get you ready for Game 4. Um, and help them pull a win, and you got to go match up with SGA.
I would
So how you gonna help them? So how you gonna get them their first win?
no, I would probably like go to the mall, buy an OKC jersey, and just go to the Thunder team.
Oh,
I get what he's saying.
yeah. Buy an OKC
Why don't,
jersey and just swap teams.
He said
why
he
don't
gonna
you
go
just
to the. Oh no,
why don't you just Draymond Shea?
no. He said if the Phoenix call him and say they need They need his help to beat OKC. He's gonna go and buy him an OKC jersey and just just go to the OKC. Don't even show up for Phoenix. That's wild.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna never let you live this one down, Mateo.
Did Big T, did you give your reaction to the Phoenix OKC series or not yet?
You're muted. We're hearing you through Deuce's phone.
I said just go to the next one. Next.
Well,
That series is over.
well, we
Okay,
pretty
next.
much talked about the Lakers Rockets series pretty much when we were talking about the crazy things LeBron fans say.
Yeah, but real
The
quick,
most
Tony, before we move on with the Rockets Lakers series, there is one thing I want to show unbelievably crazy. Did you know Kevin Durant has not won a playoff game since 2023?
Deuce don't want to hear that, man. Deuce don't want to hear that, bro.
I just saw it on Polly Market's Instagram.
Man,
Sorry,
we can't be doing Deuce like
Is it
that,
right?
man. He's a guest on our show for the fourth
I
time.
can hear Carlo.
You don't want to hear what he just said.
Can you hear me, Deuce? Can you hear me?
That's Glaze. All I needed to see was that photo. That's Glaze.
Yeah, so a
He
lot of
hasn't been on a
them.
good team since 2023. How about that?
Why you gonna do that to Deuce, man? Come on now, bro.
They just speak to Polly Market and they just put it out there.
And see, y'all think Carlos is a nice guy. He's just this cool dude that don't never troll you guys. He knew you was coming on, and he brought that on there just to troll you.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was actually going to mention that on the Lambo and Cash show, for episode 7, but I forgot it. So, yeah, so that's that. But a lot on the line for KD and the
Oh,
Rockets.
that was your unbelievably crazy.
Yeah, for that.
KD
And I forgot. And I forgot
Like
about it.
Aiden Ross need to chill. Go stream or something, bro.
All right, let's move on, shall we? Nuggets, T-Wolves.
Yeah, not
That's
another
the
Aiden
best
Ross.
series.
You said
All
that's
right,
the best series?
That's the best series of the first round right there.
Why is that?
Nuggets, T-Wolves.
Man, it's they both two teams young, executing. It's a lot of firepower there. Oh,
Oh, wait.
it's a lot there. But I hope but I gotta see how Minnesota's gonna fare because Anthony Edwards is he's gonna be out for a few weeks. He hyperextended his knee last night, but the Chicago kid Ayo DeSumo stepped up and had a career high last night, and I think he's got a lot more left in the bag that hasn't been seen because right now he's been given a fair opportunity to display his talents.
Funny how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
With these NBA players, man. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, I didn't know he can do this." But funny how that works.
He was Big Ten Player of the Year for a reason.
I tell everybody in the NBA can hoop. They just need to be in the right situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
I
that kid.
don't be surprised when anybody go off.
But the funny thing is, Coach, I say the same thing about these 6th and 7th graders too. They don't, when they're not in the right situation, they may not look as good. But when they go to another situation, I see some coaches and some adults say about kids, "Man, I didn't know he could play like that." Well, they were never in the right situation to display that.
Yeah, same. Just like my dude Mateo over here. I'm seeing him looking. You guys see him just. You got to hit a jelly next game, though, Mateo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that kid, Ayo DeSumo. Oh yeah, he went off 43 points. He went 100% from the 3-point line. He went like what 5 for 5, I think. I saw 5 for 5. Like he went off in that game 3 series or game 4. Yeah, because it's 3-1. Yeah, crazy. So
let's see what he can do when they
When they key in.
when they keying in on him.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you guys watching that don't know who Ayo Dosunmu is, he's a shooting guard. He can play shooting guard, point guard, small forward. He was drafted in 2021, the second round. He was an eighth pick in the second round from Illinois. So that's who Ayo Dosunmu is. Second round pick going off in a game
Mm,
four. In a game
Former
four.
former Mr. Basketball for the state of Illinois, former Player of the Year for the city of Chicago.
There you go. And a lot of accomplishments for that kid.
Some of these guys don't get drafted in the second round. Don't even, it was travesties. They shouldn't. They should not have been in. Oh, Deuce can't hear you, Carlos.
Test,
Um,
test,
I
test.
don't disagree.
but a lot of these guys dropped to the second round. For I don't know some reason. Some of these guys don't deserve to be there. I think it's maybe
Yeah.
just bad scouting reports, bad scouts.
It's
That's
possible.
happened. That happened to Isaiah Thomas, and look, when he got into the right situation, he was an all-star.
Yep.
Austin Reeves is another one.
Same thing with Gil.
Talking about Gilbert
Yep.
Arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Chauncey Billups.
Yep.
Prime example. He got into the right position. Right situation. Now he's a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
What's that other what's that kid in Chicago? Josh Giddey
Getty, yeah.
Yep.
went to Chicago. Show him. See, it's just all these guys can play. They just need to be in the right situation.
Yep.
But Mateo, let me go to you. What are your thoughts on this Nuggets Timberwolves series? You think that you think it's over, or you think
I-
the Nuggets going to come back?
No, I think it's over. They just need one more game.
Interesting. But interesting for the T Wolves. No Anthony Edwards, no Dante DiVincenzo. Towards
Oh
ACL.
yeah, he blew. He ruptured
Those
his
Achilles.
Achilles.
Yep. Yeah, so
Oh yeah,
so-
that was another one but I didn't put it on there because I already had three unbelievably crazies. There was another one they called it the don't Mateo, don't tell Eli I'm telling you this. I'm saying this on the show because I don't want him getting this in his head.
Okay.
When they said the number 0 curse,
Oh yeah, that's right.
players that wear number 0 been blowing out their Achilles.
Tatum,
Ouch.
Halliburton, Lillard.
Lillard, Halliburton, and now Dante DiVincenzo.
Ouch.
Except
I
Russ. Oh no, Russ don't raise the
I think also too they should stop playing in low cut shoes.
I never was a fan of hoopers hooping in low tops. I've always hooped in high tops. I was never because I was always afraid of my ankle going the opposite way of my body. Just doing the standard cut.
Yeah. So true. So T Wolves, Nuggets 3-1. And the T Wolves, they want to do it without Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo for game 5, most likely 6 or 7 if it gets there. But if Minnesota gets Denver, though, they most likely have to do it without DiVincenzo and maybe Am because he's going to be missing multiple weeks. So it'll be real interesting if T Wolves
Yeah,
get out of the fifth round.
that hand injury was nasty to watch. I'm glad it wasn't as bad. It looked horrible. It looked like he just tore his knee to pieces.
Yeah, definitely. So it would be very interesting to see how the T Wolves would respond in the second round if they get there, though, because they obviously need to win one more. It would be interesting to see how they would respond in that second round matchup, most likely against the Spurs. So
Oh, no chance.
Man, y'all better stop disrespecting those Portland Trailblazers over there. Thinking about
Spurs.
with a
The only-
limping Wimby. Yeah, I think y'all just gonna just write
the
off
only-
Portland like that.
The only way Portland has a shot is if Wemby doesn't play at all.
Man, y'all just disrespecting Portland. I like that, man. That's
Told you, buddy.
Yeah, so the series now between the Spurs and Portland Trailblazers is 3-1 San Antonio. Wemby comes back in game 4 from concussion protocol, and they won 114-93
that
to
was
win over
fast.
the Blazers. And now Spurs, they got one more win to go, and it's going to be, I believe it's going to be on their home court on game 5. So, Tony,
Oh
what do
yeah,
you think of this one?
he came back
Spurs?
pretty. That's really fast to come back from concussion protocol.
Yeah, concussion
That
protocol.
that's really quick. I don't think he's fully cleared, in my opinion. That's too quick.
Yeah.
48 hours.
Yeah, because he got hurt in game 2. He was out for game 3, and then he came back for game 4. So yeah.
About 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough time
He gonna be
to
he gonna be
clear.
he gonna be just fine when they cutting down the nets in June.
What? You crowding them champions?
Okay.
He's saying so. You hear Mateo? He's saying that the
The
Spurs is gonna walk through OKC in the Eastern Conference Finals. Mateo, that's what Big T saying.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins in the Eastern Conference because they don't have enough firepower to match up with anybody that comes out of the West.
Boston? You don't think the
Nope.
Celtics can?
Nah.
I mean, I don't want the Celtics winning any more championships.
Boston's
In the
dangerous
words
though.
of in the words of Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough.
All right, Carlos. Let's
Yeah.
so we can before. Well, that was the first round. We're not going to give our predictions.
Yeah.
I know you want to open up the debut to Deuce, the book of predictions.
Oh. Should I?
Carlos has this book of predictions over here.
Yeah, so it's just a
He
black
got a Back to the Future manual. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a,
Back to the future.
yeah, it's just a black book,
There's
you know.
sports dominant.
Yeah. It's not labeled yet, but yeah, that's that. I know it's covering my face, but yeah.
Well, let's get to the next topic so we can get into the videos. We got quite a few.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just run through this one. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs right now. Hockey, and that's also another playoff that's going on now. And if you guys know sports, people say that the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win in sports.
And yes, we do talk about hockey. You see the puck in our logo.
Yeah, definitely. So, and people say that the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win. And we had this debate on our show, Lambo and Cash Show, episode 7. You guys can check that out when it comes out in episode 7. We had the debate between me, Lambo, and Cash about that. But here's the playoffs. Here's the playoff bracket going on right now in the NHL. So basically, we're going to start off with the West, the Avalanche and the Kings. The Avs, they're up 3-0 right now. The Avs, they are the President's Trophy winner, which is awarded to the team, the best team in the playoff record-wise and points-wise. So Colorado had that, and they're considered President's Trophy winner. But, however, President's Trophy winner, though, is a curse, though. It is a curse because usually when you win the President's Trophy, you don't win the Stanley Cup, like the overall thing. So it's a bit of a curse for Colorado. But can they break that curse? We'll see. But Colorado, they're up right now 5-1 over the Kings. So, Tony, your local team, Los Angeles, they're about to get swept by these Avs. They're about to get swept. So, yeah.
I'm not surprised because one LA team's about to sweep somebody, the other one's more than likely losing. So
Crazy.
the Lakers, when the last time the Kings won the Stanley Cup, I don't think the Lakers made the playoffs.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah, that was recent though. The Kings, like probably like like before 2020. I know that like probably late 2010s was the last time the LA Kings won a Stanley Cup. So yeah, but the LA Kings, they're at it for the Stanley Cup playoffs. They only got a minute 16 left. So yeah, so most likely the Kings will get swept by the President's Trophy winner, the Colorado Avalanche. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild. What a game! Oh,
So that means the Nuggets are going to get eliminated in the first round.
it's possible though, because obviously it's 3-1. It's 3-1 team Minnesota. So yeah, so one Minnesota team doing good. The hockey Minnesota team, they're doing pretty good. They won in overtime in Game 4. So now the series is tied 2-2, going back to Dallas. And Dallas, they've been to the Western Conference Finals last year. Can they return to the Western Conference Finals this year? We will see. But Dallas, it's 2-2, going back to Dallas. So that is the Stars and the Wild, Golden Knights, and the Mammoth. If you guys been keeping track of the NHL, the Utah Mammoth, they are the newest NHL franchise. They are 1 year old, and they are making their first playoff.
Just like our podcast.
Yeah, 1 year old. Yeah.
1 year old.
Yeah, like 1 year old. So Utah Mammoth, they're playing their first playoff series against the Golden Knights, who is the second youngest team in the NHL. So two of the youngest franchises in the NHL going at it in the West. But right now in that series, it is right now 2-1 Utah. It is 2-1 Utah. So can the Mammoth win their first ever playoff series as a franchise? We will see. But Utah, they were a relocation team from Arizona. So basically in NBA terms, it's like Seattle to OKC. So basically the same thing happened with Utah. They went from Arizona to Utah. So that is the Utah Mammoth, the newest team in the NHL. But before I move on with that, the Winter Classic, Utah Mammoth, they're going to be hosting the Winter Classic, a very popular classic in the NHL. They'll be taking on the Colorado Avalanche on New Year's Eve over there in Utah. So, yeah, guys. So on New Year's Eve, 2026, they will be hosting the Winter Classic, very popular classic. Edmonton, Anaheim. Edmonton made the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row, fell short 2 years in a row. Can they break the curse of the first Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup? The last time an NHL team from Canada won a Stanley Cup was, I believe, 1996 with the Montreal Canadiens. Can they break that? We will see. But they've been there twice in a row. But this time around, no Florida Panthers. There's no Florida Panthers the third time around. So can they get through Anaheim? They're having a hard time with Anaheim and they're having a hard time with Anaheim. Anaheim, the Ducks, they're up 2-1 in this series. So and they're playing a pivotal Game 4 tonight. So Edmonton kind of needs to win this series in order to have a chance to win that Stanley Cup for that city of Edmonton, who's just passionate about their team. But they got to win Game 4 tonight if they want to move on. Up there in the top right, that is the Eastern Conference. Buffalo Sabres, they break the drought. First time making the playoffs in 2011. They're taking on the Boston Bruins. Right now, that series, it is 3-1 Buffalo. 3-1 Buffalo. So Buffalo has a chance to advance in the East. Tampa, Montreal, that's probably the most entertaining / best series in the playoffs so far. Lightning and Montreal, they've played 3 games, and all those 3 games went into overtime. All 3 games went into overtime, and right now it's 2-1 Montreal. So we'll see what happens there between those two teams. Hurricanes, Senators. Hurricanes, they're the number 1 seed out of the East. They swept the Senators. They beat them. Last night. They beat the Senators, so they're moving on to the second round. Penguins, Flyers. Flyers, they're up 3-1, and they're about to knock off Sidney Crosby, one of the best hockey players of all time. And the Flyers, they're up 3-1. They can pull off the win tomorrow night. Pull off the series win tomorrow night and take on the Carolina Hurricanes. So, Coach Tony, what are your thoughts on the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Huh? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, a lot to talk about.
I haven't been following the Stanley Cup. I didn't even know the playoffs were going on. That's
Same,
bad.
same here.
That's bad when I have a podcast,
Yeah, I know it's a sports podcast, Tony. Come
sports
on, man.
podcast. There's a hockey puck in the logo.
I know.
Um, no Florida Panthers. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm not. My bad. Um, but but it is true, man. They be having dog fights over there in hockey. Fun fact: I actually went to a Florida Panthers game last year. It was actually pretty fun. Oh, that has nothing to do with the playoffs. My bad.
No,
Um,
you good.
Go Edmonton.
Yeah, there you go. And by the way, I have Edmonton winning the Stanley Cup, by the way, because I wanted for that city, man. That city, they've been waiting. They've been waiting. They've gone there twice in a row. They've lost twice in a row. I think that city deserves it for Edmonton. They deserve to win a Stanley Cup. So
All right.
I agree with the point.
Well, let's get into these videos.
Yeah, let's do this.
Mateo's making his podcast debut, getting his feet wet. I am surprised he's still with us. I thought he would have logged off like 45 minutes ago. But that just shows you, man, when I tell you this guy works out 6 days a week, he ain't a quitter. So shout out to you. All right. So for time reasons, we're going to skip over a lot of the show and tell, but we're going to highlight some of our past interviews. These clips that we're going to play are from the actual episodes from the interviews. So a lot of these it took me a while to go through a lot of these clips. And I'm telling you, when I say there's hundreds of them, there's hundreds of them. It took me pretty much all day. But these are some of the best ones that I want to highlight. So we are going to start with my man Key, who was in KC today, in that big tournament out there in Kansas City. Wish him and Fadeaway Hoops much success out there. Bring that trophy home. But he had a surprise for, if you guys remember this episode, this was episode 10. So we going way back with the first one. When he did a surprise for his teacher.
So, really, I told me and my mom wanted to give her a basket. She got my teacher like a whole ton of Starbucks cards because that's what she like loves.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we called her brother or emailed her brother to see if he could come mid-interview and just like surprise her at her door. And yeah, she said she liked it like a lot today.
That was
That's cool.
Yeah, that was crazy because I was like, them dogs is just going crazy. Like, what's going on? And then when she was like, there's somebody at my door, I thought she was gonna freak out or something. You were like, no, go answer it. And then bam, that was a surprise. But
Yeah.
speaking of surprises, Key, we have a surprise for you. Oh yeah, we did have a surprise for him. So fun fact story behind that Key had his own podcast, which is Key to Another Level. And on there, he was interviewing his teacher. And during the interview, they had planned her brother to knock on the door while they're podcasting, and she was like, "Oh my God, somebody's knocking on my door," and they're like, "Go answer it." And because they were live streaming, so she was afraid to answer her door. And when she answered the door, she got the surprise of her life because they, gifted his teacher a gift basket. So that was pretty cool. So we were
That was
talking
cool.
about that on his episode. So this is pretty much what this segment is going to be. We're just going to show you some clips from our past guests, and then we're going to tell you the story behind them. This next one, don't worry, Big T. I don't have 100 of them in here. but it's a few, and like this is just we're just going down memory lane on this one, just to highlight from our pet first year. So this story is about why I started playing football and then become a quarterback. So I'm trying to remember who was on this one.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah, I didn't do better good with my notes.
I think it's Cam. I think.
This is Camden Villavoso.
Yeah.
Is it playing?
No, it
Because
isn't.
it's not. Oh, I'm about to
So,
say it's-
what inspired you to play football?
Well, when I was like 4, I used to play football in the front with my grandpa, and I was doing that for a while. I joined the flag team, and then my dad picked it up from there. And my dad and my grandpa are still both really big factors of why I keep playing.
All right. So, what made you want to play quarterback?
I've always had an arm, but I wanted to play wide receiver for the longest time. But then I wanted to take it to the next level, and I wanted to, because I was a really good wide receiver, but I felt like I was a better quarterback. So I moved teams to a team that I thought I could get an opportunity to, and I would say I did pretty good.
Okay.
So that was Mr. Villavoso, Mr. Cam. So that was doing his Q&A portion, and he was telling us a little story about why he started playing football. So what do y'all think about Mr. Cam's telling his story there about why he started? And that's another one of y'all Texas guys.
Yeah, I love his confidence. He said he always had an arm. So that's why he used to play quarterback.
Y'all caught that part, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, we keep it on that theme. I wanted to do this while Cash was on. That's why I put this on here. But here's Cash telling us why he got into combat sports. All right. So, Preston, what started you to get into combat sports?
I guess baseball just didn't really cut it for me. When I was in kindergarten, I tried to play basketball, but none of the kids on my team really cared, and we ended up just shoving the balls up our shirts, pretending to be pregnant.
Oh my goodness gracious!
When I was 5, I wanted to start boxing, but the guy said that he wouldn't take me till I was 8. So I waited 3 years, and I started boxing at Ground Zero. I was the only kid the entire time I was there.
Really?
Shout out to Coach Russell.
Shout out to Coach Russell.
And Mr. P.
So now y'all see why I picked him to be on Lambo and Catcher. And no, Mateo, you weren't seeing, and your eyes weren't playing tricks on you. Yes, that was Corbin on there. So what are y'all thoughts on that?
That was
on that clip?
good personality, comedy,
Yep,
but brute honesty.
that's him.
Indeed.
And speaking of Corbin, Mateo, you want to see what you want to see what Corbin was like on the show?
Yeah.
All right, here he goes. Oops, wrong one. For our special guest co-host today, Mr. Corbin Hazel. Corbin, tell everybody hello and give them an icebreaker. Tell them a little bit about you.
So it's my first time on the podcast, and a little bit about me. I'm athletic and I like to play a lot of sports. So like football, like Coach T said, and now I just switched over to basketball, and I'm really loving it a lot.
Okay.
It kept glitching on my end. You guys got to see the whole video.
Yeah.
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 It just started glitching on my end. So, Mateo, what are your thoughts on seeing your teammate on here?
I didn't know he played football.
Yeah, yeah. This was actually his first year playing basketball. He actually played football since he was really young.
Okay.
So
I thought he played baseball.
you said you finna play baseball.
No, I thought he played baseball.
You look like a baseball player to you. All right, so we're about to play this next clip by somebody that Carlos knows all too well. Is he gonna talk? Talking about him playing varsity as a freshman from episode 6. This is
6.
from this is from Christian Rios's episode. And fun fact, he was the first high schooler that we interviewed on the podcast. So he got on here when we were brand spanking new.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So here he goes, talking about him playing varsity as a freshman.
Now, you also did something that a lot of players don't do, even some of the talented players and a lot of the players that are in the NBA, like the Damian Lillards, Drew Holidays, Steph Curry's, even Michael Jordan didn't even do this. So tell us what it was like walking in as a freshman and making your varsity team.
Well, I knew Coach Lucky since I was very little. I was at his camp, Lightning basketball camp. I was at the camp, and he knew me since I was little because I was probably one of the top kids over there at the camp. So he kind of knew who I was going into my freshman year. I think just opportunities. I mean, he gave me an opportunity as a freshman. I was sixth man as a freshman too, so not many freshmen get the opportunity.
Sorry, mine was glitching again. I don't know why it's glitching showing these interviews. So, what are your thoughts watching that back, Carlos, seeing your brother on there talking about one of the biggest moments in his career so far?
Yeah, very true, and very true what he said because he got the opportunity. He was first playing JV at first in during the summer, like playing for JV, but then his varsity coach asked him if he wanted to play for varsity for one game, and basically just throw him into the woods, and basically throw him into the fire during that summer game, and he showed out. He showed off and showed out, and that was why he was a sixth man during his freshman year, and now going into his 12th grade year. Obviously, he's a starter. He's going to be the guy at his school, and he's going to be the reason why he's going to be very successful at his high school, and he'll definitely get a lot of offers this year. I feel it.
All right. Well, one thing that we love on this show is when family members come on and call in, and they give us some tearful moments. But here is Carter Penn's grandfather from his first episode that he was winning, not the return episode, his first one, telling us how proud he is of his grandson.
Let me see those pearly whites before I bring you on here. Let me see that smiley face. There you go. There you go. Now I can bring you on. There he is.
There he is.
Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I wanted to congratulate Carter on his interview. I think he's done a really good job. He's my grandson. Great job overall. I think you guys have done a great job with your films and everything as well. So I could all of y'all.
Thank you.
And the things that you guys do to continue to enhance players and things that you do these days to for our young talent, being as young as Carter to college boys and following tournaments. It takes a lot. I understand it takes a lot to do that.
Yes, sir.
So very well appreciated. Uh, anyway, of course, I've been following Carter since he was 5 years old, when uh, he just has a tremendous skill set that he works very, very hard every single day.
Like and something, and then we played at.
He went, but he did go into detail about how proud he is of Carter. So, what are your guys' thoughts on listening to? This is like toward the beginning when we were taking when we actually was able to take calls.
Yeah.
So, Mateo, what are your thoughts on that, man? Listening to his grandfather telling the story about how much he was proud of his grandson playing basketball.
I know Carter from somewhere, but off topic. But
That's not off top.
what was the question?
Oh my gosh, you need to lock in, bro. Lock in. I know you've been on here for a while, but lock in, bro. No, I'm kidding. Um, what are your thoughts on on that interview? Like hearing his grandfather say how proud he is of his grandson Carter.
I tell Carter's doing a great job. From how proud his grandfather is.
But this next one,
Mhm.
this is one of our favorite responses to a question as to how do you handle pressure in a game? So this is from episode 12 when we first interviewed Joel's Rios.
Mhm.
All right, so how do you handle pressure in a game?
I just calm myself down and I calm myself down and I just cook 'em, whatever's in front of me.
I like that answer. He said he calmed himself down, just cook them.
Yeah, just cook them, hit that shot, hit that final shot. Boom, clutch.
Well, why do I sound like that?
Bro, you the one said it.
Yeah, I know what why do I sound like that? Like so flat. Like it's like, oh my gosh.
Bro, that was over 100 episodes ago.
Yeah, I know.
That was close to a year ago. That was when we first started. That was episode 12 when we first interviewed Joel. But
Yeah, the quality
you
from
don't want to say boom clutch like that.
I know like how I said the question, like the tone of it, like the thing was like flat. The thing was weird, but hey, the quality, obviously from then and now, obviously is way different. So, yeah.
Okay, but it wasn't about you. It was about Joel's.
Oh yeah, I know, but I just have to mention that.
But that was a very, very good interview though, and Joel's had a very, very, very good, great interview. Hopefully we can get him back on here, but great interview. But what are your thoughts? But what are your thoughts? Well, I was going to start with Deuce, but it looks like he's about to leave. Deuce is like, I'm getting trolled on the show. No, don't worry, Deuce. We got yours from your first interview when you looked like a little baby. Yeah, we got yours on here. No, but what are your things? What are your thoughts about his answer about and that segment?
I think it was a pretty good answer. I would say it's a confident answer also.
Yeah. What about you, Teo? You look like you about to fall asleep on me.
It's a smart answer. Just cook your defender and just calm yourself down so you don't overthink.
Oh, Great answer. Well, he's built for this show.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many do I have? All right. I'm not gonna go through all of these, but let's go to your other co-host
Oh yeah, we gotta mention this one.
about who Lambo idolizes. Remember your question that you asked on everyone who they idolize their game to?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember
Kevin
Lambo's response?
Durant.
Do I remember Lambo's response? I don't remember it, and I think Lamar Jackson maybe. I don't know.
No, it's the way he said it. He sounded like a LeBron James fanatic.
Okay, so I can't wait to see it. Yeah. Take the time
Idolize your
machine.
game to. I might know this answer. Who do you idolize your game to, Lambo?
I analyze my game to my, like I said, my glorious King Lamar Jackson. Do any plays he does, he's just so good all around. The King, two-time MVP. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So
So
why is it?
we gotta find him. It's probably gonna be hard. We gotta find him a Louisville Lamar Jackson jersey.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we gotta find him one.
It's gonna be hard to find, but it might
Yeah,
be out there somewhere. The thing should be out there.
It's
should
always
be.
the goat. Wait, hold up. Isn't it crazy? It's always the goats that are backups. Like in college, let's say Lamar Jackson was a backup. Starter got hurt. He went in. Tom Brady. In NFL.
That was Lambo kids. That kid was one of a kind. Let me show you, and we're gonna show you why. Look, no, I'm not gonna do that one. That one is not as funny as that one. But
Okay.
Big T,
Yes, sir.
you heard what he said, how he described it, how he. What are your thoughts on that kid glazing Lamar Jackson that way?
Oh boy.
It's acceptable glaze. It's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Yep. There you go, Deuce.
Oh, I hear you. Hear you. Oh, so you're gonna call him
He
your
Lamar
glorious.
Jackson.
You're gonna call him your glorious king, and you worship the ground he walks on.
Katie got that, but no.
Oh, gosh.
Mateo, what are your thoughts on that, bro? Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
It was a quite silly response. I mean, like, Lamar Jackson is pretty good at football.
Now imagine if he was at your basketball practice trolling like that. What would you do?
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. No, Lambo.
Oh. I'll ignore him.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which one do I want to show first? Show next. No, next. This is a show that you did with Sneed. You remember?
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, with me, Sneed, and then the Camilla Stone, and then I forgot the other one, but yeah, Connor Stone. There you go. The first brother and sister combat sports, like brothers and sisters, something like that. Yeah, and the thing was historic though, and the thing was good.
Let me just roll the clip.
So,
yeah.
With that being said, we have a historic podcast episode for us today. All right. Besides of it being episode 67, we all know the trend, right? The 6-7 trend. We all know that. But we have my co-host. It's not Coach Tony, guys. Not Coach Tony, but is Sneed. So Sneed, please please introduce yourself to the audience.
All right, so my name is Sneed. I have a YouTube channel. It's SMT Media Network. I cover sports. I do sports videos. I do sports live streams, mostly basketball, football, some college, professional, MMA, boxing, I'm just a big time sports lover, and I started making content on my channel for sports. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun to do it. I'm glad I started it, and I'm very happy to be here on this historic day for this historic podcast with you all.
For sure, Sneed. It, yeah, for sure, Sneed. And I think it's your first time here on the podcast, right?
My
First
first
time
visit.
in
Yeah.
person. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
I'm
But
always in the comments. I'm always hanging out watching the show. Sometimes I comment, but I'm always watching you guys.
for sure, and I appreciate the support. But tonight is a very historic podcast because we have a brother and sister duo that we're going to interview today, Sneed. So let's
Mhm.
introduce them on, shall we? Tonight's guest with an S is a brother and sister duo from the state of Florida. They both compete in the sport of MMA, in specifically BJJ, aka Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. They are the first brother and sister duo on this podcast. In their 3 years of BJJ, they are already receiving medals and winning competition from all around the country and soon the world.
Ah.
Yeah, and they
Let me
pretty
see.
much cut off from when they came on there. Like you said, that was episode 67. Please don't say
Yeah.
67, dude.
Yeah. And when you
What
heard
is
that, I'm like,
Brazilian
oh
Jiu
yeah.
Jitsu?
Huh?
What is Brazilian Jiu Jitsu?
It is a fighting style that teaches you focuses more on grappling. Well, there's three styles. One that focuses on grappling, and one that focuses on striking, and one that just focuses on a
Fighting.
combination of both. So there's three different styles. You see it a lot in MMA. A lot of the, with the ground and pound, pause. Why is that so funny, bro? He just went little kid on me, Carlos.
And I guess something happened in the background with you, Deuce, I guess. Oh no.
I don't know. He just went little kid mode on me.
I guess
But
so.
yeah. And long story short, that's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Hmm.
It's a legit fighting style that you can whoop anybody except Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You good, Mateo?
Yeah.
Do I need to tell your mom to come get you? Cause
No.
you sure?
Yeah.
You've been on here for almost 3 hours. You sure? Okay.
I'm pretty sure he good. He good.
He said he good. All right. So this next clip is from our first soccer player that we're on here, from Kaysen Velez in episode 4. But why I picked this one, because he had a little debate with Bruce. Remember Bruce that was on here earlier, Mateo?
Everybody be debating with Bruce.
They had a little quick debate on Messi and Ronaldo. But the funny thing about this, Deuce, is Kaysen's response, which put chills in my body because I loved his response.
No, I know you probably answered this question already, man, but like, who's your favorite player? Who you try to model your game after?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo? Why Ronaldo and not Messi?
Because Ronaldo, he scores more goals and he's better.
Better? You think he's better than Messi?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I'm a Messi guy myself. I like Messi, I like Mbappe, and I like Mo Salah. Mo Salah, he's awesome too.
Oh, we not leaving now. We not leaving now. Oh,
Nah, I just want
okay.
to come in and
Okay.
throw some
Okay.
luck.
No. We ain't going nowhere now. Now, y'all done started something.
What happened?
All right. Y'all done started something, man.
What? Nah, listen.
All right.
Mhm.
You think Ronaldo's better.
No, I think Messi's better.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
Case in the GOAT says Ronaldo. You say Messi.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a quick little 5-minute debate.
Okay.
Why do you think Messi is better than Kaysen's guy?
So I'm not at all an expert on soccer. Let me start with that. I mean, I will defer to the young fella. However,
in the foot.
I think that Messi's better because I look at him as maybe being the better team player. Now, maybe he has had better teams in his career, playing at Barcelona, playing at PSG. The Argentina team that he has been better. But I think I think he's better at assisting the ball, and he can still be an elite goal scorer. I think didn't he win Golden Boot at the last World Cup? I think he did. So he shows you he can pass it. He shows you he can score it. I'm not gonna say he's an elite defender, but like he can do it all. And I think where the young fella is right that Ronaldo is a better goal scorer, I think Messi's the better all-around player than him.
Okay.
So who cooked who on that in that segment?
Well, we didn't
I don't
get to
really,
hear
I don't.
both sides, so
Yeah, sure. I don't really know.
No, that was pretty much it. And that was pretty much it. He really didn't. After that, he pretty much was kind of similar to what he said at the beginning.
hey, but Bruce though, knowing soccer though. All right, Bruce.
I'm gonna give it to Kaysen.
And he knows soccer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Kaysen. He was just straight to the point. He was like, he can
he's better.
score and he just better. Just straight up, just like he was just better.
Mhm.
How about you, Teo? Who you got? Who you got winning that?
Messi. Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going with Bruce. All right. Well, this next clip is from this guy. This guy I've been following for a good minute. He, in my opinion, is one of the best all-around fifth graders, not just in the state of Florida, but in the country. Like this dude is everywhere. Like he's pretty good. This episode is when he made his is in the fifth grade, and he tried out for his school team and made his varsity. So you might know him, Mateo. You may have played against him in a tournament or two out here in Florida. But this is an interview that we had with Camden.
I made my basketball team. I made varsity, and that was like after school. After I got the letter about me making the team, playing varsity, and only like me and three other fifth graders got to play on there. And this was actually like the first time they actually accepted fifth graders on the team. And there was like about like 10, 15 fifth graders there. And I actually balled out there and did really good. So yeah.
Yeah, this is my way of saying that I'm extremely proud of you, Cam. So I had to bring it on the show. I'm sorry, I had to bring it on the show.
Nah, I understand it. I would have brung it on too. If I was doing like my own podcast and I had like a guest and they made the varsity team, like I would bring that up. I mean, why not? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool, and the fact that you did it as a fifth grader, man, makes it even more impressive. Because this is the varsity middle school team, right? Where you playing with seventh and eighth graders.
oh yeah.
So yeah, so it's hard for sixth graders to make that team, but to make it as a fifth is extremely impressive. What are your thoughts on this, Carlos?
Yeah, no, very impressive. Making your school team, especially middle school, that's definitely a big milestone. Like on your basketball career, making that middle school team is probably going to be like the biggest milestone of many more to come. And definitely, making the middle school team as a fifth grader, Cam, playing against those seventh, eighth graders, definitely impressive. It's definitely very impressive. And good luck this season. Good luck. And yeah, man.
You don't do that anymore, Carlos.
No, I don't. And plus, the quality of it obviously is better now. So, yes, I'm a bit more confident compared from the past. Well, hey,
Keep getting kicked off on Instagram.
Technical difficulties on Instagram.
So, what are your thoughts on this? Who wants to go first out of you and Mateo?
I have to go.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
My mom told me actually. Cause I gotta get ready for bed. Cause I gotta eat and shower.
Hey, man, you gotta tell everybody your business on the podcast. You know we live streaming.
Yeah.
All right, Mateo. I guess I will see you tomorrow. All right, Deuce. Say what's up to Mateo. He's got to go. But he was a trooper, man. He's been on here since 5 o'clock. So
Oh yeah,
I
from
thought he was gonna log off like hours ago, but I'm surprised he was still on here.
Well, all right, Mateo.
Bye.
All right, Mateo. See you.
Hey, Mateo. Don't leave all depressed, man. Fun. Put a smile on your face. Oh, he not having it. He not having it.
I guess his thing froze, so he's trying to get out.
He don't look happy right now.
I don't know, but hey, 20 show must go on. So
You're not about to do my guy like that.
well, hey, well we're live, Tony. So okay,
There we go.
let's.
You ain't gonna do my guy like that, Carlos. No, let me come over. I know where you live. I don't know how many episodes I gotta tell you that.
Okay, he's gone. Okay, all right.
All right. So this next interview. Well, what are your thoughts on that on that segment right there?
Can I get a refresher what the topic was? I kind of like
You was zoning out.
lost my train of thought right there.
You was zoning out. You weren't paying attention. Tell the truth. He don't want to tell me that he don't want to tell me. All right, Carlos, tell him what happened on the last.
So the last one basically is Coach Tony's guy Camden Harzinski, basically him explaining how he made his varsity middle school team as a fifth grader. So basically, Deuce, what are your thoughts on that?
I would say it's pretty impressive. I would say it would also be impressive if you were a sixth grader, but as a fifth grader, that's gotta be a big accomplishment. It's like high school or like middle school, like ninth and eighth grade.
No, I was middle school, not junior high. It's middle school.
But yeah, I'll say that's a big accomplishment. I'll be excited if that ever happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a comment on there because he didn't send that on. I told him before I posted though. I said I stole this off your Instagram. I literally did. Like he had posted it that day that he made his middle school team. I'm like, we're about to interview this dude. I was like, heck no, we're gonna talk about this. And so I just so I stole it. I'm saying it on live. I told him to. And I took it on there and posted it on here, and then I showed him. I was like, sorry, I had to talk. That's why you heard me say, Camden, I'm sorry, but I had to talk about it, and that's why he said that. Hey, he was like, I don't blame you. If I had my own podcast, I would have done the same thing. He was like, why not? But Big T,
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you. If you had any advice that you would give your 5-year-old self, what would it be?
And enjoy being a kid as long as you can.
We just lost Deuce too.
Don't worry, he coming back. Yeah, there you go.
All right,
I was
Carlos.
saying,
Yeah,
enjoy being a kid as long as you can.
for sure. Yeah.
Same question, Carlos. If you had any advice for your 5-year-old self, what would
Don't
you
grow up as fast as a trap.
Definitely cherish the moments that you're living in now. So basically the same thing as as Big Terrell is saying. So basically, the same thing what Big Terrell is saying is just that in different words. Just cherish those moments while you're young, because obviously, when you get older, more responsibilities and stuff like that starts to pop up. So enjoy while it lasts.
And Deuce, same question for you. What advice would you
Yeah,
give
big
your
facts.
5-year-old self?
Uh, I don't really have no advice as of right now, but not nothing really.
Oh, we want to duct tape him. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I don't got nothing that's like piling up on me right now.
Well, we asked this
But one
question.
thing, take school seriously.
There you go. See,
Cool,
I knew he
sis.
was gonna come up with something.
There you go.
Well, we asked this question to Noah Labrador, aka the Golden Child. Damn, what was this episode? It was a while back when we started. Well, I interviewed him, and here is his response of what advice he would give his 5-year-old self.
Right now, if we can put the 5-year-old you in front of you, what advice would you give your 5-year-old self?
Probably to never give up on basketball.
Yeah, never give up. Winners don't quit, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about it when it was hard for me.
Yeah, I know. When you're starting something, it's always rough.
Yeah.
But the more you stick with it, the better you become, and the more fun it becomes.
Hmm.
So
Good answer.
So that was his response to advice that he would give his 5-year-old self, because he almost quit playing. He almost quit basketball because it was hard for him.
Mm.
So I think that was pretty cool, and that's why I brought it on here, because that was like Bruce said, man. You guys, you included, Deuce. Y'all youth on another level, bro. With y'all answers that we bring on here, like you guys think different. But speaking of thinking different, you want to know why? You want to know what? You remember what your answer response was on why they called you Baby KD?
Mm-mm. I don't remember.
What do you think he's? What about you, Carlos? Why do you think they call him Baby KD?
Um, I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember. Probably the way you play Deuce. Maybe I don't know, to be honest.
When you're driving down the right street. What about you, Big Terrell? This is your baby boy. What do you think his response was on why they called him Baby KD? Terrell, is he froze?
Yeah.
He's from. Oh wait. Oh whoa.
They asked you something.
Whoa.
Oh, he said he delayed.
Oh, he's delayed.
Gotcha.
You scared? He's telling
I'm
me
gonna have
scared
to
Carlos
probably
when he
log
turned.
out and log back in so I can catch up to what's being asked because I'm behind.
Okay, I got you.
Tell him he's scared. Tell him he's scared the heck out of Carlos when he just turned his head like that.
Yeah, no, like it, and it looked like he was frozen, but then I'm like, oh whoa, wait, hold
Yeah, we
on.
thought he was frozen, and then he just turned his head like freak Carlos out.
I'm like, whoa.
He was about to run off the show.
Nah.
Hey, Terrell.
All right. Now, what was the question?
No, it looked like you was froze because you were just stuck in one motion. You weren't moving or nothing. And then it was like, "Are you froze?" And then Deuce was like, "Dad," and then you just turned your head at the camera, like boom, and you scared the crap out of Carlos. No, no. The question was, what do you think Deuce's response is to why they called him Baby KD?
You know what? I don't know because it's kind of like He Deuce is kind of stoic. He doesn't really display a lot of emotions. He's not a really animated guy. So it's like he just probably like with him. He's just like, oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, he wasn't stoic on this response.
Uh oh.
Here we
Explain to
go.
Carlos why you that dude.
Okay, so like I know like rather reason like the nickname Baby KD's like coming up because I got the length and I got the handling skills and I got the shooting skills that he got. Because I study his game from like most of the time, and like I see how like he be like leaning and like extending his like using his length
Yeah.
whenever he uses his ball handling skills. So sometimes when I be in games and I get to run guard, I be trying to do that, and like also like I'll be trying to like copy his moves in games sometimes, like how he be doing like the tween cross, then like a step back or like a hezzy, then go to the basket or mid range. So yeah. Then also he's a very good shooter off and off the dribble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told you he wasn't stoic at all on that answer.
Now he broke it down, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
That was from that was your very first episode with us.
Yeah, he
That was
sounded like a baby.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. That's why I said when you guys came back, I was like, bro, you don't grew up on us.
Oh yeah.
That was what episode 11.
Oh my.
That was close. That was almost a year
So
ago, bro.
Man.
yeah, episode 11. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was around this time now because you introduced us to the Florida guys for balling on the beach.
Yep. And I'm trying to
Prezi and Jason.
Yep. And I'm trying to introduce you to me for this year's balling on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Tony, you good?
No, I'm laughing because the way he was scratching his head.
All right, come on, come on.
Hey, you know you want to hoop with Mateo. Don't front.
Nah, it don't like for me. It doesn't
I'm
like what I teach Deuce. It don't matter who you playing with. You could. It's just like when you go to the park back in the day. You don't know anybody, and you got four other guys. Let's pick it up and just line it up and let's play. I think into like today's culture, I think some parents have trained their kids to worry about the ranking of a kid instead of just can the kid go out there and play the game and help you win because everybody's not going to be a superstar. Everybody has a different skill set to help the team win. So just line it up and play.
exactly. But Deuce, you when you heard yourself speak, you look kind of shocked. Um, why is that, bro?
I sound so young. I sound way different.
That wasn't that long ago though. But but
That's the crazy part.
that's what got us to where we're at today because of that interview. The way you broke it down. I saved that video because I was impressed at how you broke it down for Carlos. Why they called you Baby KD. Like I didn't think he was gonna break it down in that level though.
Me either.
I didn't
Yeah.
think he was gonna go that deep, but you went deep. Pause. Carlos.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts watching that back?
Shoot, dudes. That was 11 months ago, by the way, dudes. Like, yeah,
What?
11 months ago. Yeah, from episode 11. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that was around when we first started last May.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, dudes. That was a long time, but I'm so glad of your growth from that episode to now. You're growing. You're dunking now, and then obviously your tone is, starting to get a deeper tone. So hey, I just love that you're growing up, and hey, just keep on going, obviously. So, and then Yeah, so just keep on going, and obviously, you're gonna achieve great things because obviously you got a nice, a great father in Big T, Big Terrell, just leading the way for you, and just and I know you're gonna be very successful.
Again, just like the episode 11, he went Big Brother mode on you.
Yeah, like 111 episodes ago, 111 episodes. Fast forward.
All right, we only got a few more left. We almost done. I know y'all like, oh, come on, we should show more, Coach, show more.
It's a lot of memories, guys. A
No,
lot.
when I say
I
we
wonder if
got
the
a,
draft one is up here.
he remembers the draft episode. I remember when y'all was cooking Bruce.
I wonder if that's still.
He hasn't been on the episode since. Remember how they destroyed Bruce? I don't know what he said.
But yeah, y'all like.
No, I didn't cut the draft episode, unfortunately.
Ah.
I didn't cut the draft, but I'm surprised he brought that up because Bruce had said something about
Derek Queen.
it was Derek Queen. Oh, it was Derek Queen and Cooper Flag.
Yeah, like something.
And he said Derek Queen was better, and everybody just cooked him, bro.
Yeah.
They
He was
filleted him, bro.
He was tripping.
It got so bad I still had to yell at them to stop. Bruce ain't been on the show been back on the show since.
Mm-hmm.
But J Rock, the question we asked you about why you choose your numbers. I know yours is about how your mom was a big Larry Bird fan.
Oh, mine's yeah.
Not Deuce. Deuce, and then Deuce, even though he loves KD, his number's 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we had J Rock on here, and he told us why he wore number 20. And I'm gonna ask Terrell. I bet you can give a guess. Why do you think he wore number 20, Big Terrell?
The first person I could think of that's famous for number 20 is Gary Payton.
No, he's a football player.
Oh,
J Rock. Oh, he wasn't.
Barry Sanders.
Yep, Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
And he's gonna tell us why.
So J Rock. So what is your number, and what's the story behind that number?
So, this is a good one. So number 20. So originally at O-line position, my number was 64, right? I went to get my number. They said it was taken. So I was like, you know what? Just give me number 20 because Barry Sanders. I was very very inspired by Barry Sanders. So I just chose to get the number 20, and then I told my dad what number I got. And turns out that's the number he wore in high school as a running back. So I just carry. So since I'm a junior, I just carry on that legacy behind and in front of my back, and to the next level. Always gonna carry that number 20 legacy.
Mm-hmm. All right, Barry Sanders, and because of his.
So that clip was kind of similar to yours, Deuce, why you chose 24. He doesn't remember.
I do.
Yeah, when you're in your squeaky voice, you said that. You said something very similar as to why you chose 24. Just somebody that's over there with a red shirt on wore that number.
And he's seen pictures of it too.
Yep. So Deuce, when you start dunking, what is going to be your first in-game dunk?
I am dunking. My first in-game? Probably Peach. Well, actually, no. Probably in one of my camps.
No, I said what type of dunk?
Oh, what type?
Yeah.
One hand.
Like what type of dunk are you looking to do? All right, so how you going?
One that you make.
Yeah, something.
That's Dad's answer. All right, so how are you going to react when you catch your first body?
I'm I'm not gonna say I have done it, but I was close to doing it one time at school. But I'm gonna be surprised, excited, happy, but I'm mainly gonna be excited.
You gonna do a backflip? No, I'm just kidding. I'm
That's
joking. I'm joking, bro. But that's a historic moment getting your first dunk. Like I told you, when you get that first game dunk, I want the footage. I didn't forget.
Man, it's to the point now when he's in the layup line and stuff. That's when he tries to do it the most. So every time he does it, I have to record it because I don't want it to be that one time that he actually attempts it and makes it and then I miss it because we're not doing it consistently yet. And we on call.
And it's kind of weird that both of you guys have your elbow up in the air the exactly same way at the exact same time.
I'm, and the thing is, I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game that we just played,
And they and they
rewatching the
still
game film.
and they're both rubbing the back of their head the exact same way, dude. They both doing the exact same. Oh, y'all twins, bro. But but I asked you this. I'm not familiar. I think this is the. I hope I did pick the right one. I think I asked you this on on your second episode. Hopefully, I picked the right clip because this is when you were talking about your Elite 75 camp experience. So I think I
Yeah.
did ask you that. Go ahead and tell us about Elite 75 camp and you getting that standout.
So I was so the first thing when I walked in, the kids were. I saw like two gigantic big. I'm happy I had like one on my team, but the first thing that I saw was two gigantic kids. So I had to play against one of them. It was like this tall. I don't know how tall he was. He was like, I think he was like the same height as you, or taller than me. I don't know. But he was either tall, the same height, or taller than my dad. So I had to play against him first game. I played good. I was able to get a block against him, but they called it a foul. So, but I played pretty good that first game. But the first thing that we did once we were doing like a bunch of drills.
No, it wasn't the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. I did ask you that on your show, and you showed me a video of you grabbing rim and warm ups. I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong. I clicked on the wrong one. That's the only reason why I was asking you about that because I thought I was doing something, but I guess I wasn't doing nothing but just talking. But all right, we got. This last one is the most emotional clip of all. But I have two more that I got to show before that one. So remember how you said? Remember how much detail you went as to why KD, why everybody called you Baby KD?
Hmm.
Well, we asked another young hooper around your age why Steph Curry motivates him. And this is one of Carlos's interviews. And when I play it, Carlos is going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember this.
Let's see.
Gotcha, here we go. If it
Game
plays.
because without him, there's no way and anyone's gonna know how to cut. No one's gonna know how to move without the ball, and so without him, there's no ball movement. So basketball isn't basketball without like I know like LeBron is like it's like the goat. It's like everyone's goat because he is, and I'll admit it, he is the goat. But without him, let's take him for example. Without him, there is no basketball. And without MJ, there's no basketball. Because those are the players that developed the game of basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Curry, he changed the game. like no other. When he hit them deep threes, like literally like everybody just followed hitting deep
Like
threes.
everyone was hyped every time he made a deep three.
Yeah, like literally like, and then his deep threes would be passed down to everybody, like literally like, and everybody at
I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't pause like that anymore when you're talking. But
Yeah, that kept
that
repeating
was
itself.
that was a great interview, man. It was like they were just sitting down at the table having a conversation about basketball. It didn't even feel like, if you watched that episode, it didn't feel like it was an interview. Like they just literally just sat there and had a conversation. That's how it felt like.
Oh yeah, Jadrian, he was probably one of the more knowledgeable guests that we had on the show. Like he knew what he was talking about, and plus he went in depth with it too. So he,
So
so
did Deuce.
I know, but I'm saying with Jadrian though, he went like he went like detail, like he went detailed.
I don't like that he said nobody wouldn't be playing basketball if it wasn't for LeBron. So I don't like that.
Okay, yeah,
Talking about he's a goat. Like you
He
should have
is.
you should have checked him on that one.
uh, I guess
What
he
did you say, Deuce?
Huh?
What did you say?
He is.
Bro, I'm about to
Oh my
Stop,
god.
stop
I'm
it.
about to mute
Stop
him.
the cap. Stop the cap.
He better
The
stop.
be- the be-
He better stop with all
the
this nonsense.
the best answer about the GOAT debate is what Jordan said on that interview with Robin with Gail King. You can't say anybody's the GOAT because you know the best politically correct answer is to say you haven't played against everybody from every era, so therefore you can't be.
And that's Transformers stance. From the
Hmm.
Format Podcast. That's his stance on the GOAT debate. Like you can't have one.
Right.
You can have a greatest of
The
an
GOAT of
era,
era. Right.
but not overall saying this guy better than this guy when he never played against him. All right, y'all ready to
Actually,
get to the?
there's
Y'all ready?
there's footage on TikTok of LeBron dunking on MJ in open runs.
You don't believe everything you see on TikTok.
Jordan hasn't played basketball in over 30 years.
There's also a video of a
No,
cat
this
dunking.
was LeBron's rookie season though. Wait, no,
Jordan
not
wasn't
his
playing
rookie season.
basketball.
Not his rookie season. His when he was in high school.
You said your source was TikTok.
Right.
But the video didn't originate on TikTok. I don't know where it originated from, but it wasn't on TikTok. It
Stop
didn't
watching.
originate from TikTok.
Ban him from TikTok, Terrell.
Correct.
All right, Deuce.
TikTok without the AI generated stuff.
That was not AI generated. It would have said
Hey,
contains AI generated media.
hey, we'll have this conversation after the show. We got one more video to show. I say this for last. This is the out of all of our episodes, besides the one with Jonas, where it came close to cheering, but this one by my man Coach Javi. Shout out to Javi and Mason. We still need that return episode, bro. Like, come on, bro. This is from episode 15.
Coach Javi, I remember that.
But he gave a he's told he was the first coach that we've interviewed. So he's telling us a story about what football means to him. And this is the most emotional response we've ever gotten on this show. And let's
I
show
say
it.
this with every ounce, and Coach T can relate to this. He's special. When I say special, he's different. Um, since he was 6, he's been different. And seeing him score first time he touched the ball, and that just was the best moment of my life. Watching him do it. I've seen so many kids do it all these years, but seeing him do it was just amazing. And just to kind of go back to what I was saying, our first game, It was our first game. It was a real game. We're playing against Sunrise, as a matter of fact. And I threw up before the game. I was that nervous. And I really didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know if he was going to be nervous, if he was going to be, man, that kid went off. That kid had 4 touchdowns. I don't even know how many tackles. He broke an 80-yard touchdown. They called it back, said, give me the ball again, and broke it again and hit them with the Tyreek at 6 years old. We dominated. We demolished Sunrise. Sunrise had no shot. They just were. They
Sunrise had no shot.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that was Coach Javi telling the story about how passionate he was watching his son play football. So I know you can relate to that, Big T, when you watch Deuce out there on the basketball court, and Mama Fee can relate when she watched Carlos play college ball for the first time.
Yeah.
So before we wrap it up, Deuce, what are your thoughts on that last video when you see Coach Javi describing his kid? Like, how do you think your dad? How you think your dad is in the stands watching you hoop? You think?
I would say proud, knowing that all the hard work I put in, see me able to perform that on the court and show it.
Hold on, real quick. You see how deep his voice is today? This was a few months ago, Carlos. Listen, this was in what, December?
11 months ago.
No, the second time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Second time.
The second one.
Oh, I don't even
We
know.
interviewed him like in December.
Yeah, that was in December. I'm pretty sure. That was either in November or December.
26 months ago. It was 6 months ago.
But listen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us about Elite 75 camp and you getting that standout.
So the first thing when I walked in, the kids were.
Ooh, oh my God! Holy stutter.
Tony, you're on mute. Tony, you're on mute. There you go.
I was chewing you out. I was like, "Why'd you mute me, bro?"
I never did. The video did it to all of us.
Oh yeah, because I ended it quick. But if you listen to Joel's, that dude sound like a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
On Levi's episode, that was just a year ago. Y'all growing up too dang on fast. But
Just think, Deuce is still 12 right now.
no way.
Yeah, he's still 12.
I turned 13 in 2 months.
2 months.
And you already dunking? That's crazy. That's crazy. I might have Mason throw you a lob. Oh, I forgot about Mason's. Oh yeah. I gotta show you Mason's. He was telling us about the mental toughness of doing cross country. We're gonna show this, and then I'll give y'all final thoughts on these videos. Tell the story of which one stood out to you, and then we'll wrap it up because we're getting on 3 hours and 30 minutes. Well, not you two, me and Carlos.
Yeah.
Computer hot.
Actually, this thing doesn't get hot for some reason. This computer's 4 years old. Shout out to Big Carlos for knowing how to help me pick the right computer.
Oh yeah.
That's why when I needed one, I called him. I knew he was going to help me find the best. Oh, my bad. I'm getting off topic. But this is Mason. the Maverick, who's also shocked the world, shocked me, and came over to my academy as well. So shout out to Mason. Um, he's also been on here twice. This is from his second interview after and he was talking about his cross country meet and how the mentally tough it is. I almost skipped this one.
Uh, Tell the audience, man, that what you had to do to prepare for that cross country race and catch them up to speed for those that don't know anything about cross country running. Like it's different from track and field.
Yeah, so you have to have a lot of stamina. You have to push yourself, and you have to. It's like it gets mental because in your head you might think you're getting tired. You might want to slow down, but you can't let that. You can't let that happen. You got to keep pushing and keep pushing until the finish line. And once you get to that last lap, you got to put your all out into it.
Yeah. And how many miles do you guys run?
We ran 2 miles.
So that was
I,
that was Mason talking about the mental toughness it takes with cross country. So
I don't really understand cross country. Like, how does it work? Like,
see
is
that's
there teams? Like, does it work like track, just like off of miles or whatever?
that's what I like about you, Deuce. You never let us end the show.
No, but like I'm just, like I don't understand. Like it's so confusing.
Well, you going to somebody that never did cross country. Um, is it teams? Yes, it's teams. Um, but they also do the rankings as well. They don't do first place, second place, third place. I think everyone that finishes in the top what what 2025. I think they get them. I think they get a medal, and then they move on to the next round. Um, which I think they start like what is it? Shit, Mason can like they go from phase one to I think regionals, regionals to states, then states to nationals in cross country. I think that's how they do it, and
That's cool.
it's like the top. Like yeah, it's your school, it's a group, but you make it to the top 25, you represent your school, then you move on. But it's a lot of running. I couldn't do it. I got nothing but respect for those people that run cross country. I went to high school in the hood, and them kids that went tried out for cross country had to run through the neighborhood, and I was like, "Are y'all crazy? Y'all might get shot." No, I don't want our episodes getting canceled.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but we were like,
Tyrese Maxey just celebrated for hitting the three, but he just cut the lead to 30. I don't think we should be celebrating.
Oh my gosh.
he cut the lead to 30.
20.
Yeah, 20.
Yes,
20.
20.
Oh,
Oh yeah, 20.
he said cut the lead to 30. That had me stuck. I'm like, he's celebrating and he cut the lead to 30. That's don't sound right. All
Kind
right,
of
so
reminds me of when Chris Paul hit a three and he cut the lead down to 54.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Phoenix Sun game 7, that series. That game. Yeah, Phoenix Day.
see, this is why I love Deuce. He don't never let you in your show. Nah. So before we wrap up, who wants to go first? What are your thoughts on these highlights of these interviews that we have with these athletes, and which one stood out to you the most? Who wants to go first?
Um
I go first. I go first.
okay, Deuce, you got it.
Okay, the one that stood out to me the most, what I, I'm not saying this because I really believe it, but the one that said LeBron's the GOAT. I don't really remember what else he said, about how he said how he really broke it down. I said that was really impressive.
You talking
But
about
it was cool. Yeah, Dre Jeans. But it was really cool to see like all these videos and see like how far the podcast has come.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. I love that answer. Except for the LeBron part, but I like that answer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was just repeating what your man Dre Dream said.
It's kind of, you know what's funny? That's the only thing he heard. Holding. He like stopped listening after he heard him say, "Yeah, LeBron's the goat," and that,
Yeah.
he stopped. He stopped listening after that point. He
Yep.
was like,
That's it. Yep.
"Yep, yep." All right, who wants to go next out of Carlos and Turo? Well, Big T.
Well, I'll go ahead. I think it was good. It was a good trip down memory lane, and just to see how the guests have changed. But my favorite, I'm gonna be biased, is Deuce. Looking at from the first time when we met you guys, he was sounding like a kindergartner to the transition in December to where we are now. So it's just it's always going to be my favorite. Just watching him continue to evolve.
Yeah, he's been on here the most. He's like our unofficial son that lives in another state. Like we literally like watched you grow up on our podcast. Like you're the only one that we watch literally grow up on our podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are very proud of you, Deuce, and we love having you on. That's why we keep inviting you.
Indeed.
Like, he's doing the snake right now, Carlos.
Hey, look.
And he's probably taller than you now. I think last time y'all was about the same height. I think he's taller than you now.
Maybe I don't
I'm
even know.
6 foot.
Oh, 6. Okay, yeah. So he's definitely taller than me. Yeah.
Yeah, are you capping?
What?
No,
Are you capping, Deuce? You really
You,
6
you can
foot?
check my player profile.
No,
It says
the way he
6 foot.
looking at me, he's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, bro, come on now. 6 foot at 12? That's crazy. I need to know
yeah,
what.
he's 12 years old and wears a size 12 shoe.
Size 12. Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Jolly Green Giant.
Jolly Green.
Green giant.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Some great moments there, Tony, from wow, just going down memory lane, like what Big Terrell said, going down memory lane, just hopping into that time machine, just looking at these memories from all these guests that we had on this show, like all the friends, all the relationships we made, like including with Deuce, like throughout this 1 year, So obviously having my brother on the show, having Lambo on the show and things like that, like just having those relationships, man, it's just definitely very special. So cheers to 1 year, going on to the next.
We might have to do a part 2 because we got so much footage, bro. This is not even all of them. This is not even. This is just a small fraction. Like there's you got to go through them, and you talking about going down memory lane,
Yeah,
rewatching them all.
Yeah, you got to go through
It's crazy.
121 episodes.
It's crazy. Like in the relationship we got with these two.
Oh yeah, we made some relationships along the way, Tony, and hey, cheers
All
to
right.
1 year. Moving on.
All
To
right,
the
let's wrap this up before Deuce throws his shoulders out.
Yeah, it's,
He's over here doing too much right now.
yeah.
He's gonna do now. He's doing the air crossover in the chair. All hoopers do that.
Air crossover, yes. Okay, so let's wrap up the show, guys. So thank you guys for watching the 1 year anniversary show special, episode 122. Cheers to 1 year. We're moving on to year 2. So the year 2 journey starts next episode. So thank you guys for watching. And in 3, 2, 1.
All right, to be ready.
You have to stay ready.
Stay ready.
Oh, Deuce, you fired.
What? I said it on time.
Let's try it again, man. You gotta say it on time. You gotta say it in sync, bro.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1.
All right. To be ready.
You have
You
to
have to
stay
stay
ready.
ready.
All right. We out, y'all.
We out, guys.